Okay. Give it a minute. Hope my nails are dry. Give everybody a minute to come in. And of course, the family starts texting. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully that's it. I've got some happy mail, some things to show. And let's see. Give it a minute. Hi, Janet. You're first. Yes, you can have a raise, Janet. Oh my gosh. Girl, you're so funny. uh, I thought well, I don't know if I'm going to just work in this in my garden journal. I might work in the other ones too, but this is what I'm going to start with because I worked hard this morning. You'll see. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Linda. Oh, I do need to bring up a picture of my herb garden for those that don't follow me on IG. Let me go ahead and find that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I don't think I posted it on IG. Oh, I guess I should. Let me go ahead and do that real quick while we're talking. So, oh, thanks, Barb. Hi, Terry. Let's see, Linda, Pamela. Hope I'm saying hi to everybody. Got some good coloring this weekend, I see here from everybody. Let's see. Let me go over here to post. Let's see, post. Let's see if I can get this one. This one. Ooh, it doesn't really show all of it. And maybe that one. No, just those two probably. Probably don't even need three, but I'll do, I mean, two. Okay, let's see. How's everybody's weekend? Hi, Susie girl, Melly, Abigail, Julie Topaz. Happy Marvelous Monday to you too. Raquel, I know I'm probably missing people. Hang on, guys, 1 second. So I can post it because I should have done it earlier, but okay, that should work. So yeah, so here's my new herb garden. I can get like 20 things in there. There's a close up of it. And yeah, so I worked on, I cut some off of each one this morning. Janet, this morning I've been busy. You'll be impressed, Janet. Hi, Elmaris, Julia O, Connie. Hi, Faithful Mess. Good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, Terry Brett. So what I did, I got strawberries at the top. I have 3 strawberries at the top and some what did I put in the middle? Chives? No, no. Anyway, rosemary. Rosemary's in the middle, and then I have strawberries around that. And then there's like 4, 4, 4, and 4. And so and some of them have 2, like there's 2 oreganos. So a couple of them are duplicated. A couple of them are duplicated. So I've been busy too. And you didn't even have to get that coffee, did you? Hi, Helen. And speaking of, I had been working in my bar book. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna wait the rest of this week to get the last stragglers in, Janet. And I think you already mailed it, but it hasn't got here yet. So what I did this morning, so here's my garden journal so far. So I just started doing some kind of pretty things in it. There's my Lowe's receipt from buying the herb garden stuff, and just some quotes. And I got to work on these here, the ginger and other things, mushrooms, garlic. So what I did though is off of each one of the herbs this morning. I'll show it again in a minute. Nope, it's not here yet, Janet. Oh, hopefully today. And I know you sent it to my house, so hi, Connie. Hi, Bacola. How you doing? My little Snapdragon. I'm going to have to make a Snapdragon page in my garden journal just for Bacola. Hi, Lori. Dawn. I think I'm just Connie. So anyway, what I did is I got some packing tape out, and I made a little tag for each one, and then I pressed in between two pieces of packing tape some of the herbs. So I just pinched off a little bit. Now I don't know how this is going to work. If it's going to dry up in like 5 minutes, I don't know what's going to happen. But I've really smashed them well between two pieces of packing tape, so it shouldn't like get moisture on any of the pages because they're pretty well smashed in between. So I did that. Hi, Nashwa. So I did that. I haven't done any other writing or anything yet because I just did the herb garden on Saturday. So I haven't had much time to do anything, but I did these this morning. So there's the mint, lavender, rosemary, and some are thicker, so they're like puffier, right? The basil. And this is just a blank page that I was working on something else. Peppermint, and they all smell so good. They all smell so good. Oregano, Greek oregano and Italian oregano. Do I know the difference? No, but I got two different kinds. So I'll have to look that up. So, and then there's my sage, then my lemon balm, chives, parsley, and cilantro. And then, and strawberry. I did work on this page. I did draw that over the weekend. So I drew me a little strawberry, and then here's the strawberry leaves. So I did work on this page, but that's the only page I've really worked on. They will mold. Okay, I'll have to watch this then, Kathy. Kathy would know. Kathy would know because of her gardening. So I'll watch them, Kathy. They're just, all I did was double stick tape them in so I can peel them right off. I can take them right out, right? So, yes, and delicious smelling herb notebook, Ashley. Yes. Let's see, who else have I missed? Lori, Beth. Hi, Becky, Kalura, and Christopher. Good morning, Christopher. Let's see. Lori loves Montana. I'm looking, scrolling. Darlene and Helen. So let me show y'all what I've done to Barb's book. So I did put a bunch of the Marlene, art by Marlene in here. I'm not going to show it. I'll leave that to Barb if she wants to show it. But I did wrap it in some of my paper source paper. It's not stuck. It's just wrapped. It's just wrapped. And see, I wrote in there that the little characters, I gave her a little envelope or a little pocket, and I stuck some in there, characters by art by Marlene. So she'll know because they're all through the book. They're all in there, and I want her to know who did them, right? So it's not stuck. The book, the cover is not glued down. It's just wrapped. So, you can just unwrap it and see the cover. So, yeah, I'm still working on it. So I'm waiting on a couple more people, and then I'm going to finish this up. You can see it's pretty puffy. It's getting pretty puffy. So I'm so glad. And the book is Helen. Let me show you the other ones that are so if you want to know about the pass along journals, go over to Amazon or follow Helen Cole on Instagram, and then you can find out about a pass along journal. And that's what we're sending to Barb. We're passing along, all of us. And I am going to write a note in the front that a lot of people had already said, well, I already sent her something. So I'm going to write her a note in the beginning and say, a lot of people have said they've already sent you something. So if you want to include any of those other letters or drawings or notes in the book, then she can help. She has a place to put them all if she wants to, it's up to her. So anyway, I got that going. and try to get that out, sometime by the next weekend maybe. I got my flooring people are coming tomorrow. They're supposed to be able to install it in a day. So we'll see. But if I'm not here on Wednesday, I keep saying that. If I'm not here on Wednesday, that's why, because the flooring people will still be here. So they're coming bright and early tomorrow morning. So hopefully they'll get it done tomorrow. It's like the kitchen, the entry, the living room, and it's then the whole bottom floor. The bottom floor of my house will be hardwoods, except the library, which is my dining room. I turned my dining room into a library. We don't entertain, so there's it's not a dining room; it's a library. That being said, I'm not, I just can't do the books right now. So they're going to get all the other flooring done. And then maybe I can get some new bookshelves in the living room, move the books out of the dining room, and then they can do the dining room, which is my library. So, Teresa, did your note arrive? Your note? What? I don't know. How? Arrive how? In the mail, email, message? How, Teresa? I don't know. You have to be more specific. So you're lucky not to be able to garden. I have a wall. Well, yeah. Now there's still the chance of frost. So I haven't done any other gardening except clean out the garden. Well, I say Hubster cleaned out the garden to get ready for new dirt. Let it aerate, for a couple weeks. But so I got this, Kathy. I don't know if you saw it when I showed it a minute ago. I got this for my herb garden. So this is my herb garden right here, and I can move it. So it's out on my front porch up on a stand. I'm going to move it over to the sunshine side, but I can move this. So if we have a frost, I can just take this into the garage. Hi, Dot. So I don't have to worry about this getting frostbite or freezing or anything like that. I can move this. Hubster and I picked it up, put it up here on the garden stand. It's not heavy really. So no, it has not yet, Dot. I haven't checked. Well, I'll check my mail probably either later today, in between me and Janet, or or sometime tomorrow while they're doing my floors. I'll probably run to the post office. But I'm giving everybody the rest of this week, Dot. So hopefully it'll be here the rest during the week. If something comes in late, guys, and you've already sent it, now don't use this as an excuse to send me something like next week. You might as well just send it to Barb. But if something comes in late over this next week, I will just forward it to Barb to put in the book. Okay. So you have the rest of this. You have this week, Dot. You have this week. Okay. Now let me see. What was it Teresa asked for Barb in the mail? No, Teresa, I don't think I got. Let me get I got the little stack of names up here. I haven't written them down yet, but I saved y'all's addresses and everything. Let me see. No, I did not. There's Kimberly's, and no, I did not get it yet. Did you send it to my PO box? Because I haven't checked it. I'll have to check it today or tomorrow. So, yeah. Letter, not a parcel. Okay, Dot. Well, hopefully it'll get here this week so I can put it in the book and get it mailed out by, at the latest, a week from today. Hopefully by next Saturday. I'd like to get it mailed by next Saturday. So, but we'll see. All right, let's see who else. Thank you, Pacola. Yeah, I'd like to have it this week, so I'm extending it a couple of days, since today is the 7th. So I'm giving y'all the rest of this week to get it to me. Hi, Maseki. Hi, Uncle Dan. So I will watch for mold. Kathy Arbor. And if I have to, I will draw each one of these little herbs. So anyway, so let me show it to you again. So over here, I've got some of the Farmer's Almanac ones we read last week. I'm going to do something with some of these in my journal, using, writing some notes. And so I've got some of these. I've got the Farmer's Almanac parts that I wanted out of it to make my book thinner. So I cut out the pages out of the Farmer's Almanac I wanted. And then I've got the Farmer's Almanac gardening guide. So I got that in here too. So I just have all that just clipped in here for now as I'm working on it. Okay, so, and I haven't put anything on the cover. This is the Lectern 1912? It's one of those. It's already getting puffy because of the herbs. I'm gonna have to smash it down some. So hi, Dar. And of course I haven't done anything in my vegetable garden yet, except Hubster cleared it out and aerated it. I'm gonna have to. My sister-in-law and Hubster talking. So anyway, let me just flip through again. There's my Lowe's receipt for the herb garden. And if y'all, I need my phone. I got to show my pictures. And I do have some Happy Mail I'm going to show. I got Happy Mail from Arlene. I got 2 Happy Mails from Amazon. I have no idea who they're from. And I got, when Rachel gets here, Rachel is going to make sure, she's not here yet, but she's going to make sure that when we finish this book, we have something to read. So she sent us another one, 1001 Ways to Creativity. And so it's kind of on the same order of little prompts and ideas. So when we get done with this one, I might read one out of it just to, just because. So thank you, Rachel. I haven't seen her here yet this morning. So when Rachel gets you, did I say good morning to you, Julie? I'm not sure if I did. I'm sorry if I didn't. Hi, Maseki. Hi, Donna. Donna, I sent out your collage. So it's out of the studio. Hi, View. Julia. Oh, who else? Ray. I know I'm missing people. Leona. Let's see. So yeah, so this is what I got built up. And these come apart. Now, I got mine off of Amazon, but Denise said, Mom, you can get those at the dollar store. I never go to the dollar store, so I didn't know that, but it wasn't that expensive. It's really not expensive, but these are like trays, separate trays that stack on each other, right? And so it's real easy to build this. And then there's a hole all the way down the middle for like watering. And of course, I put some rocks in the bottom of each one. So that's good drainage and everything. But yeah, so that's my herb garden, which can easily be moved from sun to shade to the garage if it gets freezing, all that. So I was excited about it. I did that on Saturday. And then this morning I cut down, I cut off some little packs. I made little packs, and I can dry some too. If Kathy Arbor said they might start to mold, if they do that, then I'll do some like Cadfael ones like Lady Jan made me, and dry the herbs and make little herb packets, right? But for now, this makes me happy. It makes me happy to see it. I'm going to write about each one. I pulled out some information here out of some of my books to write down. And then I just use my little tickets to write what it is underneath. So I'm really happy with it. So mint. And I just wrote this with just a brush pen. So I did each one. I understand herb garden you can move around. Yeah, isn't that cool, Helen? And you can I have strawberries in it too. So strawberries and herbs. So anyway, yeah. So I can keep an eye on it. So if I was like 1 year, I think it was about 3 years ago, I had caterpillars in one of my herb gardens. So I'm keeping an eye on this one. Oh yeah, I'll move it away from those caterpillars if they come around. Instead of like getting rid of the caterpillars, I'll just move the garden. I just move the whole garden. So these are all the, did I miss one? Yeah, there's the chives. So I did all these this morning with just some packing tape. And then here's my strawberries, which I drew that over the weekend. Did some stamping. So this is what all of these are going to look like. They're all going to look like this with room to write. Okay, so room to write. And then I just kind of wrote what kind of soil to put it in, vitamin C, just little notes, you know. Oh, thank you so much, Juanita, for the super sticker. And Juanita, she's got a green thumb. She does gardening. She does vegetable gardenings like Kathy Arbor does flower gardening. Juanita, and I don't know if she's doing it this year. I haven't seen pictures yet, but Juanita is our I don't say weaver, spinner. And that, I don't mean the exercise spinning. I mean like she literally spins her wool and makes her own yarn. That's why she's called She Spins, but I call her Littlefoot. So thank you, Juanita, for the super sticker. If y'all don't follow Juanita, go follow her on YouTube and Instagram. And she just had a new grandbaby recently too. Let's see who else. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, thank you. I know. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Juanita Littlefoot. So let's see. So Pacola's asking Julie about how you make something. I missed what Julie makes. Let's see. She made one something. I gotta spin back here a little bit. What did she make? What did you make? You made a herb garden, a movable herb garden. Is that what I'm missing? Oh, I think that's what she's talking about. Yeah. Awesome. We need pictures. Remember what I Carry Love used to say? If you don't have pictures, it didn't happen. Or something like that. I like quoting it a little differently. Hi, Tony. Thank you for the ways eagerly received, turning llama into frame. Oh, good. I'm glad. I like to hear when people get their happy mail. Thanks, guys. Let's see. So this is kind of the direction I'm going in with the herb. Each one of the herbs, I might draw some of it like I did this one. I just used some watercolor, some color pencils, and a little bit of Posca, and did that. Here's the colors I use. There's a little flower, which is white, and you know, I just left it, you know, like that. So just did a little sketch of a strawberry, wrote it out, put some red on the strawberry. There's the strawberry leaves, no flowers on it yet. And so, yeah. I know. I hope she's doing well, Julie Topaz. I hope she's doing well. So let's see. Who else? Jane, Fernando. Anybody else I'm missing? Thanks everybody for being here. So what I'm going to do is I might work in this one, or I might work in one of my other 4 that are sitting here. 5. These are some of the other journals that I'm working in. There's my my color one isn't even here. So there's really 6 that I'm working in because my color one is not sitting here. So I'm working on 6 different ones here. I actually have about 3 others. I have an Asian one and something else, but I haven't really worked much in those because I've been working in these. So I might work in that or just continue to work in here. And then I got this is an old Hold Seed catalog from 2020. I say old. I don't ever order from them. I buy them for the pictures. And this one I've not cut up. So yeah. I might use some of the pictures in here to draw some of the pictures. We had spinach yesterday. It was so good. Spinach and garlic in oil. Let's see. I did some dots on them. So like, let's see what page. Where is it back here? I know there's an index back here somewhere because I marked on it. Here we go. Okay, so for instance, chives is 358. Okay, so let's see what kind of picture chives has. Okay, so here we go. There's the I see. I forgot that flower is on chives because of mine hasn't flowered, so I forgot about that. And Kathy Arbor would have known that, but so if I want to draw any pictures, there's some in here. Of course, I can always look it up on Google Images too, but it gives you a little bit of information here. Mild onion flavor. These long thin chives are excellent in many meals. Good, great cooked or raw. Lavender color flour. It tells you how much the seeds are if you want to, because it's a seed. This is a seed catalog. Did you find out who sent the make? No, I did not. Pacola. I did not find out who sent me the makeup brushes, not the black ones, but these color ones with the lids. I did not find out who sent me these or the what do you call it? The paintbrush holders. Well, they could be paintbrushes or pencils. These right here. These holders. I do not know who sent them. So yeah. No idea. There was no notes, and I got 2 more happy mails, and that I don't know who sent it either. Hi, Rachel. And yes, Dee Dee, really. I'm not sure what you're meaning the really to, but I did show this a second ago. Rachel sent us this. And so when we finish up this, or maybe I'll do some of both, interchange it. So she sent us another 1,001 ways to creativity. This one's ways to be creative. And so thank you, Rachel, because we were getting close to, we're getting down there. We're in the end almost, yeah, we're in the 900s now. So we're in the 900s. So thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Halsey Catalog has great, they do. I have other ones, Jane, for collage that I've used other years. But so yeah, maybe we'll draw something out of it. Maybe we'll draw out of it today. We'll see. Just to do something different. So maybe we'll do that. Stencil and draw. Then I have these 2 books. This one I haven't really read much about. This one, if you know who Nicole, and I'm not going to say her name, Apollian. She, if y'all remember the show Lost. No, is it Lost? Oh, I never can remember the name. The one where they're thrown out there for whoever stays out there the longest wins. Is that Lost? Because I get that one confused with the TV show that had all the characters in the crashed airplane. I get the names of them confused. So anyway, so she and this Claude Davis wrote this book, The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. And so I saw it on Instagram, and then you can get it on Amazon. It's not cheap. I think this comes directly from her. So, as a third party seller. So, Alone. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Alone. She was on Alone. She did not win, but she was on Alone. Thank you, Jane. I couldn't think of it. Yes, it was Alone. Yeah, not Lost. Yeah, the crashed airplane was Lost, and this one was Alone. But anyway, so there's always new posts all the time on Instagram about the different herbs. So she posts like every day. Well, somebody posts for her. I don't know if it's actually her, but promoting this book. And so I got her book, and it's got herbal remedies, kind of like this one's natural remedies. And it's got just all kinds of things. I just want to learn more about plants and stuff. I mean, I just never really studied it. I'm more drawing them than studying them. But so I went ahead and got this book along with my herb garden this year. So we'll see. I'm not promising myself anything really. Do my best. And so yeah. Well, I hope everybody, yeah, if you're not getting notifications on me or anybody else, you don't usually get notifications, click the bell off and back on again. Select the bell again for all notifications. So if you're not getting notifications, make sure you turn off the bell and turn it back on, and make sure you click all. Otherwise, you're just going to get some random times that we stream. You have to click all. There's 3 choices, like some, maybe, and all. I don't know. Anyway, so make sure you have all clicked. Okay. let's see, who else am I missing? I think I've said hi to everybody I've seen. So anyway, I bought this off Amazon, but I think it comes directly from her. And then this one, like I said, I've had this one for a while. I didn't buy a new one because this one has so many. I only buy this one not to order seeds from, but just for the pictures. So since I had this 2021 that still has so many good pictures in it, I didn't buy a new one. They're not expensive though. I mean, 12.95, which is, com- compared to a, art magazine. And then this one's Natural Remedies. Again, I haven't really looked at this one that much, but it's got good pictures and more information. So what I thought I would do is, as I'm keeping up with my herbs, maybe drawing some pictures of them, writing some information, I'll go through these books and write some of the information down about them, just to learn, mostly just to learn more about it than anything, rather than just eating it for, putting on food, maybe. I don't know. So that's kind of my plan. So there's that. And let's see what else. All right, let me go ahead and show you what I have in Happy Mail. And then we'll draw something in the garden book, maybe from the seeds. Those carrot pictures were really calling to me. I might draw something out of there today. We'll see. Because I'm going to put my vegetables in here too. I just started with the herbs, but it's gonna be my vegetable garden as well. It's my herb and vegetable garden in here. So there is that. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Ann. Take a sip of my juice. And also, I'll tell you now, and then also I wrote a note to tell y'all again later. Comic Book Hut, and if one of y'all want to put a link in, I will put a link into the description box after the show. He's going to have an announcement tonight on his new project. So if y'all know the Comic Book Hut, if you either follow him, know him from here, or follow him on his YouTube channel. He's going to make an announcement at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight on his YouTube channel. And again, I'll leave the information in the description box after the video. So I'm going to try to be there, even though I got to get stuff ready for them, bright and early tomorrow for the flooring people, but I'm going to try to make it. So, yeah. I will announce it again, and maybe he'll stop in. Maybe he'll stop in sometime today. And I'll announce it again. Okay, so these are the two things I got in two separate what do you call it? Packages from Amazon. So I don't know who sent them, and if you want to fess up. So somebody sent me the Fanciful Sea Life. Thank you there. Thanks, Picola. There you go. So y'all can click on there and go follow Hut. You're going to have to follow him to comment. He's one that did put his notifications on to comment in his YouTube channel. You do have to follow him. So there are people that, have done that. I think Aunt Beck has done it and some others. So, yeah, thank you, Picola. And I will put that in the description box after the show and tell y'all to go over there at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Hi, Devin. How you doing? So I don't know who sent me this, but what I like about the Creative Havens. These are good to cut out. Like you can use them in your art journals, your napkin journaling, and they're perforated. But look, so if you want just something, one part or something out of it, you can color these and cut them out and use them in your art journaling or napkin journals, which is what I've done with some of these. Of course, you can just do the page too, and then cut it out and put it in a sleeve, put it in a what do you call it, page protector, and put it in a notebook. That's what I do with a lot of these one-sided thinner kind of pages. I don't cut anything out of my hardbound, Hannah Carlsons or any of those. But these are good for cutting out and using in your art journals. So again, I do not know who sent this to me. Hi, Trisha. But whoever did, thank you so much. And also, don't forget, guys, if you're talking to me, put it in caps so I'll see it. Chat goes by really fast. And so put it in caps. Look, these would be cool to color and cut out, wouldn't they? So cute. Anyway, so thank you, whoever sent this. Again, there was no name. So yeah, Fanciful Sea Life. This is a creative haven. Hobby Lobby used to sell a lot of creative havens. I haven't seen them lately though. But then Hobby Lobby's kind of like revamping. They're not selling like Strathmore. They're selling their brand. So I don't know. But creative havens are a budget friendly books, different topics, and they're really good for using to cut out for your art journals. And then the other thing that I got in Happy Mail was some fluid matte medium. Now, I don't think I've ever used fluid matte medium, and I'm not sure, is that different than my regular matte? It's low gloss acrylic, extender and primer. So I'm not sure how much different this is from let me get my bottle over here. The one that I use and that Janet sends me for my birthday. And then I move the big bottles into these little bottles because it's just easier to handle. So this is what I use all the time, my Golden Matte Medium translucent low gloss acrylic extender. This is called Fluid Matte Medium low gloss acrylic extender and primer. So I don't know what the difference is. So maybe we can do a test on some. Does anybody use the Fluid Matte Medium? I'm just use this, so I don't know if it's any different. But thank you, whoever sent it to me. I'm sure it can be used interchangeably. I don't know if it's just like thinner. It feels a little thinner. When I'm shaking it, I know it's hard for y'all to be able to. I can tell though. This feels just a little thicker than this. So I don't know. So thank you, whoever sent it. Let's see. Then Arlene sent me a little box of goodies. And let's see. What's this one here? Leona sent me some little tags and some napkins. Let me show y'all both of these. And then I'll show you what I bought from from Elrod. And I bought 2 new books. I'm spilling out my Leona goodies. So she sent me, I'm going to get them out of the envelope so there's no addresses. So I was surprised this made it to my post office box. This has a charm on it it's on the outside of the envelope. And I am surprised that made it. Really, I really am surprised. I was like kind of shocked. I went, oh my gosh, that made it on the outside of an envelope through the mail? But it did. So Leona, thank you. And she sent me all kinds of little goodies. She sent me a couple napkins for napkin journaling. She already peeled off the backs. Let me get over here. Let me move my camera over just a little here. Hang on, guys. I'm kind of way over to the side. There we go. And so, yeah, for some napkin journaling here. Sent me a nice little note. Where's my little note here? Sent me a little note thanking me for all the fun we have. And so these will be pretty. And I do have a new napkin journal that y'all know. I have the big, tall ledger one. And then I have this one. Is this one? Let me see. Let me make sure I got the right one here that I'm using for, that I'm using for napkins and what do you call it? The tissue paper images. So I have this one for that. Like there's a napkin starter. So this journal is for the tissue papers and my new napkin journal, which we haven't worked in it for a while. So she sent me those, and she sent me this pretty little tag, which I probably should put in my everyday journal. I have another journal of just everyday stuff that I don't really show. It's kind of my personal journal with things going on, like, getting the floors done tomorrow, the time, stuff like that. It's not something I show. But anyway, I love that. Look, it's funny. This reminded me, Hubster's phone case. I think one of the kids bought it for him, but they were ordered. I think they ordered a gray background phone case for Hubster, and it's glitter. So he has a glitter. Hubster has a gray and silver glitter phone case. And people look at it, and people at work go, "Is that your phone, buddy?" And so anyway, it's really cute. And I said, "Do you want me to buy you a new?" He goes, "No, I like it. I like my glitter phone case." So, but that reminded me of. Then she sent me some little cactus, some little succulent card chipboard things, and some little faith, truth, and trust in him. Put this one in my faith journal. I have so many journals, guys. I can't even tell you how many journals I have. Hi, Hermit's Tale. You could put the tag in your Fibs book? I could. I could put it in my Fibs book. That is true. I haven't worked in the Fibs book in a while either. The thing is neglected as well. So yeah. So, but I love this that made it through. So I'm going to kind of fold this in half here for now and put it back in the envelope because it's got addresses on the front. So thank you, Leona. And then I got a little package from Arlene. Arlene is so cute. So she sent me these little chickens. She sent me these little chickens. Arlene, you're so cute. Because y'all know I love to draw chickens and roosters. I just love to draw them. So I think I'm going to have to draw these too. Maybe I'll put them in my garden journal. I don't know. I'll put them in some journal, some sketchbook. I'll have to draw the little, but this is good practice for you to, set up a couple little things and just draw them in different ways. It's really is good practice. So anyway, so I thought that was good. And then I don't know now. Arlene has a lot of health issues, and I'm sure she wears a mask. She doesn't really go anywhere, but I thought, is this a winter mask? Do you wear these in the winter? I cannot imagine ever wearing one of these in Georgia. Of course, Georgia's never had real strict mask mandates except for school kids, but which has now been dropped as well. But how is this for like cold places? Like really cold places? I mean, Arlene and she doesn't make any, secret about that she's in Tennessee. I think she's in Tennessee. Pretty sure she's in Tennessee. Yeah, she's in Tennessee. And but it doesn't get that cold there, does it? I don't know. But it was sweet of her to do that. And then she sent me a nice little note. And then she sent these two little I wish Colleen was here to see this. She sent me these two little packs with something in each one. Wait for it. Some of y'all might remember these. And a lot of y'all, it's going to be way before your time. It's really a little before my time, except when I was a little bitty kid. But look, they're the metal roller skates that you strapped onto your shoes. And they have they're adjustable. See, they have an adjustable thing on the bottom. And so you could adjust it, and you wore your tennis shoes and you put your foot in there, and then you had a strap. It didn't have a ribbon, had a strap. And so just the pressure of your tennis shoes in there would hold it. I thought these were so cute. I know. Isn't she, Lori? She is so cute. Arlene is so cute, so thoughtful, and she helps so many different channels, guys. Arlene is just awesome. Oh, right. So she said she saw them and thought of me because she knows I like roller skates and roller skating. So I'm still debating. Well, I'm really not debating. I just have to go up to Denise's the store where they sell the roller skates up by her house and try them on because I don't want to order roller skates by mail without trying them on. You did, Sue? Sue had these. You need two more so the clouds can skate. Hi, Rachel. Uh, so anyway, I just love these. I thought they were adorable. They're gonna have to sit somewhere by me because I think they're so cute. And I like the little pouch things here because these are good for reusing too. Sent it all in a little box. It was so sweet. So thank you so much, Rachel. I mean, Arlene. Thank you, and thank you, Rachel, for the book. Thank you for the book, Rachel. Okay, so hi, Tina. Good to see you. Tina's always saying hi to everybody when she comes in. Hi, Missy. No, there's no key for them. Um, this one had the a little flap on the bottom that like a little lever so that you push the lever down and then you adjust them, then you close the lever. So, yeah. I know she is Tina, right? Let's see. Here we go. Uh, I said hi to Abigail, Kathleen. I'm trying to say hi to everybody. And then I bought an original Elrod. Let me go over to his Instagram. So Elrod Flash Elrod, and again, there's my herb garden if y'all missed it. So let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Let me do a search. So he he draws over at Edwin's when Edwin is reading the Lord of the Rings and other things too. But that's the ones that I always try to make. So here's the one this one right here. It's Pippin on his back, right? There we go. Anyway, so he sells his originals, and I bought one of his originals. So this is what he drew on Edward's show. So, and he sells prints too. So if you like Lord of the Rings, and he does amazing, amazing drawings from Lord of the Rings, and he draws them live while Edwin is reading. Elrod is drawing these. So if you can buy the prints or the originals, and I've bought a few of his originals. Yeah, thank you, Tina. Let me click on that. There it is. Thank you, Tina. So there's Edwin's channel, and Elrod draws while thank you, Tina. While Edwin is reading, so that they have a split screen. So Edwin's reading, and I've shown y'all before. So don't make sure and go follow because it's really awesome. Hang on, hang on. I know he probably gets embarrassed because I show it all the time, but I can't help it. I like it. I don't make it that often because he streams late for me because he's in Hawaii. So he's like, if he starts like at 6, 5, 4, it's 10, 11 here. So, but let me find one here. Let's just find one where he's drawing here. I'm just going to pick a random one here.
My name's Edwin Boyd. I'm everything. You wish that there was more you could tell to satisfy the questioner. Indeed, you will quite soon. We shan't hurry the inquiry. Oh dear, no. What do you think you've been kept alive for? My dear little fellows.
And see, and here's flash
Please
drawing.
believe me.
And then you can go follow him on Instagram to see all his drawings. It's elrod.elrod over on Instagram. So, and these are just like parts of the picture. You know, he's just kind of zoomed in on some of them. Some he has some little videos. This was a good one. I almost bought that one. I still might if it's still available. But yeah, Tina. So, and then he sent me this one, this little painting that he did too. So he threw that in there. So yeah. So I was really happy to get another one of his originals. So there we go. I'm real happy with that. Then what else do I have to show? Oh, and then I got 2 books over the well, since I streamed last. I can't remember if I got them on Friday, what day I got them on. At Books A Million bargain tables, and I'd never seen either one of these. And one I'm really excited to read, the other one, we'll see. But they were on the bargain table. This one was $7.97. It's called Crossings, a novel. And I'll read you the inside cover. So there's Alexander Landrigan, and this is his first novel. So, of course, I like getting new authors' first novels, first editions. And so let's see. Uh-oh. There's Denise. Hang on. We're live, and so are you.
What up, homies?
Did you get your pantry cleaned out?
Oh, yeah. From the last streaming fiasco that
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you sound like you're in the car. Are we on Bluetooth? Are you not your hands free?
Yes, I am in the car. I finally did get my pantry cleaned out. Drill Sergeant was not happy at all. I thought he would get a kick out of the story that I told him. He was not amused.
Yeah. I'll have to show him the little meme I sent you back when he said
yeah, he's a big stick in the mud.
In the mud, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, well, we're going to get bugs.
Well, you're not going to get bugs. You cleaned it up.
Did you wash that rug? Like the one that sits in front of the sink? Yes, Thomas, I washed the rug.
Oh, my gosh. So
you open all the cabinets, make sure that everything's clean. Don't worry about it.
So Denise said he was a stick in the mud, so I sent her this. I'm showing him the... He's a stick in the mud.
He's funny. Anyway, yeah, I did you show everybody my inspo and my final result? I was happy with that.
Oh, I don't know if I saw your final result. Let me go over there and look. Your final results.
I like mine better, almost.
Oh, that's pretty. No, I didn't. You just sent it. See, I was already streaming when you sent this.
Yeah,
so
it was like around 8:30. So one of the butterflies came from.
All right. So wait, which one? The first one is the inspo, and the second one. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here's
the first one. I did the screenshot because I wanted to put her name in there. I didn't want to forget who.
Country girl splain. Girls.
Maybe.
Country girl splain. Anyway.
I'm not sure. But yeah, she does some really good spreads in her planner, and so I don't think that was one of those challenges that they do. It's just one that she did.
Okay.
I just thought it was so pretty. So I used a butterfly from one of your followers.
Yeah, that was from Terry Brett. She sent
really nice.
There's Denise's spread based on Country Girls spread. That's pretty, Denise.
Thank you. Yeah, so I got that pink butterflies from from your Terry, and then I did. I used some of the botanicals book. You know, the sticker book. Super pretty. And then I use, there's like, I think it's called Flower Power from the Happy Planner. So I use that in between.
You just need to come over, and we need to do, we need to have a
little stream.
Yeah, a little
Well,
stream.
I am getting the hang of it, I gotta say. But I have to have an inspiration or like a color theme. Otherwise, I spin out.
Wait, I'm sorry. I said it was Terry Brett. She's here, I think, in the channel. It's not Terry Brett. It's Trisha Green. I always get their two names confused. Trisha Green is the one that sent the butterflies. Sorry, Terry.
I love them so much. And in fact, when I first got them, it was hard to peel the stickers off. Now
I know.
I'm a pro.
You're a pro at it. Well, I need your
I'll flip it
tips.
right off.
I need your tips because I still have trouble with it, but they're so pretty and so worth it.
They are, yeah.
Everybody's saying, "Pretty Denise, way to go, pretty Denise." Yeah, they're all saying that.
So I bought a book just to do like the fun, the decorative planning part. And my personal one is, it's got a bunch of writing and stuff on it. Gosh darn it, I'm late. So that was just one for funsies.
Okay, well, they look great.
Well, thank you.
Well, plan when you can come over. Of course, tomorrow we're getting the floors done.
Oh, that's tomorrow?
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
All righty. Well, I'm pulling up to the office, ready to work my fingers to the bone.
Okay, honey.
Somebody's got to pay for those sticker books.
They don't just fly in there, do they?
They do not.
All right, honey. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye. She's so funny. Oh, look at this. So Rachel is Denise's now Planner Pro. I know, right? Yeah, sorry, Terry. I get your Terry and Trisha Green. I get them their names confused. I mean, I know which ones but I get y'all's names switched up. So thank you, Trisha Green. Denise loves your stickers. Let's see. So Tina already put the book up here for Crossings. It's $14 on Amazon. I got it for $7.97. So my foot's asleep. I'm sitting on my foot. So let me go ahead and read this to you. And again, got all the reviews on the back. So, all right, here we go. In this mesmerizing, genre-bending debut, Alex Landregen has created an intricate literary puzzle designed to be read either as a first-to-last page narrative or by following an alternative chapter sequence that offers a very different reading experience. So y'all remember the books, when the little kids' books, what were they called? Where you could read them different ways and they'd have different stories and different endings depending on how you read them. I don't remember what they're called now. I still have some probably in the other room on the shelf, but I don't remember what they're called now. But okay, so here we go. Oh, work of to the bone. What did you get? Tina. Yes, exactly. I don't know. Did somebody say something, Julia? I don't know. But yeah, it's a chat show. Don't email me, people. Okay. A Parisian bookbinder is tasked with binding a manuscript called Crossings for a reputable bibliophile. When he goes to deliver the finished book to her, he learns she's been murdered and mutilated. He believes the crime is somehow connected to the manuscript, so, disregarding his client's wishes, he reads it. What he discovers is a dazzling story consisting of 3 narratives, each as unlikely as the next. The first is a ghost story penned by infamous 19th century French poet Charles Baudelaire for an illiterate girl. The second is a noir romance set in Paris on the eve of the Nazi occupation, purporting to be the work of exiled German Jewish philosopher Walter Benjamin. The third is a fantastical memoir of a woman claiming to inhabit many lives across many lifetimes as she searches for her lost love. As the connection between this cast of unforgettable characters grows wider and deeper, their stories merge into an extraordinary tale of separated lovers held captive by an ancient law, finding and losing love again and again. Crossing is a novel to remember, full of sophisticated erudition, magical storytelling, and historical romance. So, doesn't that sound good? I know. Was it called Choose Your Own Adventure, Calora? I don't remember what they were, but they were kids' books. So, yeah. But anyway, doesn't that sound good? What do y'all think? Does it sound good to you? No comments. And then Julie Topaz, I saw her post a book that it looks interesting too. I wanted to get her opinion on it before I bought it, but let me go find her. Let me go find Pearl Girl. Topaz Pearl Girl. So the book that I saw her, yeah, doesn't it, Jane? Here's the book that she, The Dictionary of Lost Words. And it's about I forget even where it took place. Was it in England? And they were putting together a dictionary, and she like lived under the table or something helping them. But she had a lot to do with putting together the first dictionary, but you don't know about it. You don't know that she was part of it. So anyway, it's called The Dictionary of Lost Words, Pip Williams. So, yeah. So Julie, I'm kind of wondering her opinion on that. If she's here, Julie, if you want to tell us, hi, Debbie Bruce. Thanks, Leona, for the happy mail. Thank you so much. So Julie Topaz could tell us about the Dictionary of Lost Words. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. So, and then I got one more to show y'all that I picked up as well. So, yeah, I did look it up. I think I put it in my cart on Amazon, but I wanted to get Julie's take on it first. I think Julie's in the book. What is that called? The book app where you review books. I think Julie's in that. If any of y'all are in any of those book apps where you review books, let us know, and we will follow you. Okay, so I'm waiting for Julie to say something. She hasn't said anything yet. Okay, Darlene. Then the other books that okay, here we go. Let me click on Julie. She typed in. It's very good. Turn of the century dictionary editor. She becomes interested in the language of common folk and starts putting together her own. Okay. I have it in my cart, so I'll probably get it. So thank you, Julie. I saw you post that and said, oh, that looks really good. And also, if y'all remember, I've talked about her books before. Ellery Adams, I think's her name. Let me get over there. I've read her series, her Cozy Mystery series, and she's coming out with another one. So she has like if you follow her, you can get a chance. Well, good grief, I'm not spelling her name right. Ellery Adams Official she just started another Instagram because something happened to her other one. But anyway, so her series is this it here? No, hang on. Where's the series? She posts a lot, so I'm not sure where the series is. But with the ink, it's a bookstore mystery. But hang on, let me see if I can find she has a stack of all of her books here somewhere. If I could find it. So if you go follow her and leave a comment on that post, if I can find it for you, you get a chance to win the new book ahead of time. Here it is. So I've read all of them so far. There's The Vanishing Type book, The Book of Candlelight, The Whispered Word, The Secret Book and Scone Society, Ellery Adams. And then here's her new one. Oh no, this is Ink Shadows. That was her last one. That was her last one that came out of, probably less than a year ago. But her new one, does she have the name of it up here? But if you leave a comment, you could win her newest one a month ahead of time. It comes out in April, her new one. If y'all like cozy mysteries, I can't recommend her enough. If there, I think this is it. Yeah. So go to Ellery. Look for the teapot. Look for the teapot. There's her 5 books, and the new one's coming out. You could get it ahead of time. So Ellery Adams Official is her Instagram. Okay. Would have bought the cover separately, but they won't. Oh, Rachel. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's Comic Book Hut. So again, I mentioned it earlier, but Hut is going to have an announcement on his channel, and I will leave a link in the description. And Picola put a link a minute ago. He's going to have an announcement at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight on his channel, the Comic Book Hut. So his project, he says, is ready to go. So I don't even know much about it, just faintly, vaguely. He's kept it under wraps. So, so if you want to hear about the Comic Book Hut, his project on his channel, live tonight at 7 Eastern. Okay. And again, I'll leave a link in the description after this video renders. So yeah, good luck, Hut. Good luck. You're welcome. And there's Jan. Hi, Hut. So yeah. I hope I hope Bubbly Edna will say something tonight, Hut. Okay, so the other book that I got, and I will announce, I have a little note here to remind myself to talk about Hut's project debuting tonight at 7. So I will I'll make sure and put that. Yeah, I wish I could do Bubbly Edna. I mean, I can do it when I'm not live. It's because I'm not talking out loud where I hear my own voice. You know, I can do Bubbly Edna a little bit, but not as well as Hut. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Tina. There's his link. And again, I will put it in the description and the time, 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Yeah, I'll just stay up late. Well, 7's not late, not too late for me, but we also have to get up early tomorrow because we're getting our floors done tomorrow. So I'll at least stop in. I don't know that I can stay for the whole thing, but I do want to promote Hut because I like Hut. He's so honest to almost to a fault. He gets in trouble with a lot of people because he's honest. Like, you know, if he saw something, let me just pull, like, for instance. All right, so if I said, okay, I really love this strawberry I drew, and I really like, Hut'll go, well, it's a little crooked. It's, you know, I mean, he's honest, which I like about him, but not everybody likes that honesty. He's real honest about stuff, and I like it. But anyway, so we'll try to make it over to the Comic Book Hut's channel tonight at 7, and I'll mention it again after a while, Hut. So I will put a link. So the other book that I bought was called The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock. Never heard of this one either, but again, both of these were in the clearance, and I said, oh, this one looks good too. It's right about, and I like hardbacks because they're big type. Little paperbacks. I mean, there can be some books that I love, like Cadfael. I love me some Ellis Peters Cadfael, but you know, they're put out in the 80s, and you can't find, you know, they're just little paperbacks if you can find them at all. And they're so hard to read for me because I have, you know, I wear trifocals, and it's a little hard to read those little tiny. Oh, here's a hint. Okay, there's a hint. There's a hint. That's a hint. Is that a whale or a dolphin? It's a whale, right? There's a hint. Comic Book Hut's putting up a whale hint. A whale of a hint. A whale of a hint. Thanks, Hut. Oh my gosh. Hi, Riri. Anybody else I missed coming in? Yes, it's a whale. Okay. Thank you. So both of these were on the clearance table, and I already read this one to y'all, which I'm really excited. This one I just said, yeah, I don't know. It's a little, it doesn't real, it's not my thing I really usually read, but we'll see how it goes. If anything, I'll send it, I can always send it to Xandra, right? Our mermaid, our Xandra's our little mermaid. And thank you. Tina's already got a link up for the book for on Amazon for this book. Let me go ahead and read this to you. I just love books. Okay. A compulsively readable, mesmerizing debut in which a prosperous elderly merchant receives a most unusual creature and meets a most extraordinary gifted woman in a wholly original tale of myth and marvel, magnetism, and literary magic. Let me take a sip of my juice before I read this. On one September evening in 1785, just beyond the docks of London, Jonah Hancock hears an urgent knocking on his front door. The captain of one of Jonah's trading vessels is waiting anxiously on the front step, bearing shocking news. On a voyage to the Far East, he sold Jonah's ship for something rare and far more precious, a mermaid. Jonah is stunned. The object the captain presents him is brown, wizened, and as small as an infant, with vicious teeth and claws, and a torso that ends in the tail of a fish. It is also dead. As gossip spreads through the docks, coffee houses, salons, and brothels, all of London is curious to see the marvel in Jonah's possession. Thrust from his ordinary existence, somber Jonah finds himself moving from the city's seedy underbelly to the finest drawing rooms of high society. At an opulent party, he makes the acquaintance of a coquettish Angelica Neal, the most desirable woman he has ever laid eyes on, and a shrewd courtesan of great accomplishment. This meeting sparks a liaison that steers both their lives into a perilous new course, for priceless things often come at a great cost. Imogen Hermes Gowar, Britain's heralded new literary talent, makes her debut with this spellbinding novel of a merchant, a mermaid, and a madam. An unforgettable confection of obsession, wonder, and the deepest desire of the heart, told with bawdy wit, sparkling intrigue, and a hint of magic. There we go. That is The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock. Let's see. Oh, I got some dripped some of my cranberry juice on my mouse. Hang on. We don't want to get our mouse all sticky. Bye, Donna. Let's see here. So, hi. Let's see. Say hi to you, sister. And I said hi to Rebecca. You already need to read it. And there's Gothic Circle Bella. Yeah, Magic and Mermaids, right? So let's see, what else did I read while I was buy Hut, and again we'll mention it again. So y'all try to stop by at 7 just to support Hut. You know, we like to support fellow artists, creatives, writers. You know, we like to support them. I do anyway. And yeah, so those are the 2 books that I got at Barnes and Noble. Books A Million on the clearance table. So we shall see. And plus, I want to look into the one that Julie read and posted on Instagram, Topaz Pearl Girl. So, all right. So let's see, what shall we do? Again, if y'all missed it, I'm working in my herb and garden journal, which I haven't done anything in the garden yet, except Hubster cleaned out I'm going to take a picture of this here. Okay. Take a screenshot of that, so if I want to find it again. Let me go back to my photos. So I have a whole bunch of them. I took 3, I think. So this is my herb garden. which is a tower that comes apart in layers, right? It comes apart in layers. This is a close-up of it, and this is looking down on it. Got the strawberries up there, and there's rosemary, and I put the little stakes in there. And but this is what it looks like. So what I did this morning, if y'all missed it earlier, is I cut some off of each one. Let me start with the strawberries over here. I cut something off of each one and put it in between packing tape, and which Kathy Arbor says will mold. So we'll keep an eye on it. But it's sealed between packing tape, and then I just did a little tag. This one got a little wrinkled. I put a little tag under each one. And again, I just stuck it down with some double-sided tape so I can peel it back up. But anyway, so I did oh, I know, right, Rebecca? Let me move this journal off. I don't think we're going to use that one today. And so what I did is, let me just kind of flip through what I've started in here so far. Some of these are little articles out of the, what's the magazine called? Hang on. What is it called again? I keep wanting to say Flow, but it's not Flow. It's the other one. What's the other one? Somebody help me out. Not the Flow Journal, but the other one that has all the little English cutting drawings. Oh, what is it? If somebody doesn't know, I'm gonna have to go dig it out because it's gonna bug me until I remember what magazine it is that has these little articles in it. Not the Flow magazine, the other one that's kind of like that with cutouts and papers. Daphne's Diary. Thank you, Julie. See, I had the Flow stuck in my head. So, but Daphne's Diary, yeah. So there are some little things. So I haven't done anything with those yet. So what I did is I just took some packing tape and put some of the herbs in each one, wrote the herb down on a little tag. And again, it's just on, see, there you go. You can see it. It's just two sides of packing tape. Put them in there. So here's all the different ones that I've done that I just pinched off that my portable herb garden, which can be moved around. So if we do get a late frost, then I can just move the whole thing. And I can move it from sun to shade or wherever else I might need it, have it safe. Thank you, Terry. Yeah. Hi, Jeff. How's it going? Thanks, Abigail. Everybody's putting in Daphne's Diary. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. If it gets moldy, then I'll put dried herbs, I'll dry some and put them in little packing tape sleeves. So here's all the different ones I have planted. And then the strawberries, I have some of the leaves there. So I drew the strawberry, the little flowers, and then see how I've just done a little bit of, stenciling, some stamping, wrote that. Then I'm leaving room to write notes, like when they're planted. And then the rest of this is going to be my garden when I get to the garden, more toward the end of the month. First week of April in there. So I got lots of room. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you see that I post garden pictures every spring for, I don't know how many years I've been doing that. And I show when it's first planted, and then I usually post once a week. I post pictures of my garden once a week. Last year, it was last year. Let me see. Was it last year I did the art supplies? Let me go over to my IG. I think it was last year that I did the art supplies. I don't want that. I want. Here we go. Do they change the way Instagram? I don't know. What am I doing here? There we go. I just clicked another button. The strawberry looks 3D like you could. Thanks, Tina. Yeah, I did it with first I laid down. So I'll do a couple more. I'll do some carrots because I really like the pictures of the carrots I saw. But I just took a watercolor and then a color pencil and a little bit of Posca in there. So hang on, I'm going to go back to my garden from last year. And I think it was last year that I did the art supplies. I did like a fun thing of growing art supplies. Was it last year? It was last year. Maybe it was a year before. Was it the year before? No. It's my cat. Wearing his little cape from She Spins. Let's see. I'm still scrolling. It must have been the year before because I'm not seeing the art supplies on this one. So it must have been the year before. God, really? Is the time flying that fast? Let me scroll back another year. Hang on. All right, there's Christmas. Going back. But I do have a lot of posts, so go back to the garden from okay. Oh wait, is that it? Well, here's there's my cactus and herb garden from this one's from 2019. That's on my front porch right there. Herbs, cactus, ferns. Let's see. I'm looking for my garden though. Because I did a thing with growing art supplies in them, but I'm not finding it. Did I pass it up already? Let's hang on. Don't email me, people. Don't email me. I must have passed it by. It's not this far back, I don't think. Can't be this far back. No, I don't know. Anyway, somewhere in my Instagram, I posted the garden with art supplies growing, like paintbrushes, markers, growing in my garden. It was kind of fun. I can't find it right now though, so I don't want to make y'all sit and wait. So anyway, so I have the whole seed catalog. This is from 2020. It's just got great pictures in it to draw from. So I thought maybe we'd draw from that. And then I showed these earlier, the 2 books I have for herbs to write some notes. So I'm going to, do some stenciling, like on the lavender one here. I'll probably put some like little purple or something, and then find some flower pictures and do some drawing, and then write some information about that particular herb. So let's look up for lavender. 94. And again, this particular book is written by the girl from Alone, Nicole. She was on Alone, and was really into herbs on the show, and so she and Claude Davies put out this lost book of herbal remedies, and it was last summer with the art supplies. I'll have to go find it later. All right. So anyway, like here. So here's some pictures of lavender. It talks about how to identify it, what it's good for, the medicinal, the aromatherapy, whether they're edible or not, that kind of thing. Right. So it talks about all of that. And this one's kind of a good picture right there. But what I was going to say is what I can do. And this is really an awesome book. This one I haven't really got into too much. I've had it for a while, but haven't really looked into this one as much. But anyway, but this book's not cheap. Like I said, I think you order it from Amazon, but I think it comes directly from her. I think she sells it, comes directly from third party, which is her, the author. Thanks, Devin. So, like for instance, let me see. I pulled some of these out because they were kind of florally, not that they were the flower of the herb of that particular herb, but I just pulled out some different stencils just to have. Like this one might be good because it's kind of tall and skinny, kind of like this. So let's do one of those. Then we'll draw something out of the whole seed catalog. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a purple. I love these things. And maybe this color. And I don't know. I got a couple shades of purple, but I probably need a light purple. Do I have light purple? Or just a darker one? Maybe I'll use a darker one. I thought I had a real light one, but I don't know. Somewhere in here probably. I have a light one. Which one do I like? I think that one looks more. I guess either one. I could do all three. Just different shades of purple. So, like take the purple. Let's start with the darkest one, the farthest back. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of do a row. See, just like this. I'll do a row of dark, and then I'll do a row of the different. I'm not trying to really match it up. It's more for decorative than authenticity. But you can, what I like about this is now I can write notes over the top of it, right? All right, so let's go with this color. Let me get a tissue or a paper towel or something just to kind of get off the excess. All right, let's see what this one does. It's a little more pinky. A little here, a little there. Something like that. And then this other final purple. See how quick it is? Let's do a page so fast. Not that you have to hurry, but you know. Something like that. I don't know. I like it. I don't know if I have another purple. Well, I like a almost not pink, but almost like a magenta. It is pink. I don't know if I can mix it. I probably could. I'm talking to myself here. I'm looking for another light purple, but I think those are the only ones I have. Digging through. I thought I had a distress ink, like a Tim Holtz distress ink. Those are usually lighter, but I'm not seeing one. So we'll just roll with that. See, it's not too much of a work. All right, let's make sure I put the lids back on, and then I can just write over it in black or any color, really, dark purple. So. Yeah. Just pretend we're not here. Are you saying something? I don't see anything in caps. I see perfect. There's Cat and Paste, which Cat and Paste did another. I'm telling you, Cat and Paste on the coloring. I have to go show it off again because they're just so good. Let's see. Her newest color page. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? Look at that beautiful skin. And she added some like blues or greens in it. I love that. I love that she has some other colors in the skin. It makes it so much more realistic if you ever try to do skin, especially different dark skins and things. That's stunning. Isn't that? Yeah, exactly. Abigail goes, wow. Isn't it? So yeah, y'all make sure and go follow CNP. And Devin posted a new video. I don't know let me see if she posted on. I saw her video, but don't remember if she posted on Instagram. Oh yeah, so she has her foam. She did a little video on her foamy stamps. So she has a video up. Let me click on her name here. Where'd she go? There she is. So there's Devin Rex for Art. So she has a new video up. And yeah. I know, right? Right, Tina? She is. Okay, so now let's see. Maybe we'll just skip over here to, I'll skip a few pages here and go over to some vegetables. I don't know if I'm going to do carrots this year or not. My carrots last year, I didn't thin them and they were, I was having trouble with my carrots. Just I didn't thin them enough and they were just like cray. I had cray carrots. So, all right. So let me move my herb books off the table and go over here to the Whole Seed Catalog. Let me look up carrots. Go back to the index. I need to put a Post-it note on the index because I keep having a hard time finding it back here. There we go. Okay, carrots, 69. But there's some awesome pictures in here. And of course, you can just look them up on Google Images too. But here we go. So we have all kinds of carrots. Look at these little chunky fat ones. Mine looked more like they were just like so packed in. That was the problem. But these look good. I like those. They're a little dark orange. I like this color better. Like this color. This is but I like these shapes. So we'll just kind of make up our own color. These are a little too red. I really like them more this yellowy orange color. But I like these shapes. Like, you know, I just like these. So let's put a, see, these are Kyoto red. I like this color, but I don't like these shapes as much. So we might draw these and color them this color. So we're just going to do a little carrot drawing. I know. Well, these are called Kyoto red. That is the name of this carrot, right? But I just want the shape of those. So I think we'll do carrots. So we'll put carrots up here in orange, maybe. Let's get orange here. I'll get my stamps, my bargain stamps from Hobby Lobby. And I did get upper and lower case. But I've just been using the uppercase because I just like to have the words stand out. So let's see here. Let me get a baby wipe to clean them off a little bit. Janet, what are you going to do today? Janet comes on at 1. I think I'm going to try to run to I don't know if I can make it to the post office. Well, it depends on when I get done here. I need to make a trip to the post office. So we'll see. All right, so let's just move these out of the way. And we're going to do just carrots. And if you don't want the little squares, you got to kind of wipe it off to make sure you don't get the little square. I don't really care. Arlene, did you see I showed your Happy Mail? Thank you so much. I love those little skates so much. What am I doing here? CD. I know there's another one can fit. I'll leave it out for now. Let's see. So if you don't want any squares, you got to kind of clean that off. And I'm just stamping off on a baby wipe here to kind of keep it a little bit clean. I don't really clean my stamps. So what's everybody working on this week? Do y'all have any plans for anything this week? There we go. go, carrots. Janet, let's see, what is she saying? No clue. Ideas, anyone? Don't have any ideas for Janet? I always vote for watercoloring, but that's just me. I like your watercoloring. All right, so there's some carrots. Now, I think I might want to do some kind of a little area. Do I want to do I want something orange and then maybe some of the little green, something like representative of that. I'm not trying to copy it with a stencil. I'm just going to kind of find stencils that I can put like this. See this right here? That will be good, like representation of like the stalks, right? And then just something a little orange. Let's see, what do I like for carrots? Maybe this. I know it looks kind of like a wave or something, like a mermaid, but we're going to go with this. So I'm just going to put a little orange. Because remember, you can write over this. Just a little orange. And a little green. Let's see which green do I want. This green, maybe? See? Doesn't that represent carrots? Just to me. And also, I was just drawing directly into the book. But if you're afraid you're going to mess up a journal like this, then do your little drawing on another piece of paper, and then cut it out and glue it in. I just don't really care. If I mess it up, I mess it up. So, but anyway, so there's our little carrots. Well, it's like kind of like pineapples actually, but because of the orange. Let's see, what else do we have? So Brenda's working on Easter cards. I'm looking for caps. Gotta look for caps. Yeah, it does look like little pineapples, doesn't it, Rachel? Yeah. So, and there's Pacola put in cat and paste Instagram. She needs a YouTube channel. All right. So anyway, that's okay. I'm going to draw a carrot. All right. All right. So let's move my stamps out of the way so I have some space. Move the stencils. And I'm going to draw on a pencil and a pencil. I love when I hear people say pencil. I just like the way it sounds. All right. So we're going to do that. We'll get some watercolors out. And here comes the cloud. You going to come over here and say hi? You got sleepy in your eye. Come here. There you go. Is that better? Okay, here. Say good morning. Say good morning, my little cloud. Maybe I'll just draw with a color pencil. Oh, and the person that will remain nameless that sent me my birthday happy mail, and I think it was Rachel or somebody that said last week, use that for pencil shaving. So that is what I'm going to use it for now, instead of the little Simply Cranberry lids. I'm going with this for my little pencil shavings. I'm going to go in here. So thank you, Rachel, and whoever else. I think a couple people suggested it, pencil shavings. So yeah, perfect. You like their little paws? Yeah. Sitting there looking out the window. Sorry if y'all get dizzy. All right. Now I'm going to lose my light because the cat's blocking the sun. There you go. Sit down. Sit down so we can see. All right, y'all just give me a minute. Don't email me. I know. Did the sweetie. Did the sweetie. My little Malibu. I'm not going to tell y'all, Oliver was bad over the weekend. You know, we have a chipmunk, Chippy the chipmunk that hangs out every year. I don't know if it's the same one or his son and daughters. We've had Chippy the chipmunk for years. And Oliver, we have the window open in the living room, and I have a table and a cat perch, a cat tree that sits in front of that window so they can sit there and enjoy, because they don't go outside. They don't go outside without their harness and all that. So he, I guess, saw Chippy, and he busted right through the screen and out into the yard. Hubster just happened to be right there when he did it. So he went out into the front yard, and Oliver loves to chase a stick. Like if you move a stick in front of him, he'll chase it. So he picked up a stick and lured him back in the house. So he didn't run off and run in the street or anything. So he got Oliver to chase the stick right back up into the house. Yeah. And it's an odd-sized screen, and Hubster and I looked at it, and it's like, it's a lot of trouble to rescreen the metal screen. I said, well, you find somebody that's going to do it, redo that screen, because it's a big window. It's like, I don't know, 8, 6, I don't know. It's huge. It's a huge window and the screen, right? One big, ginormous screen. So I can't really see my carrots. You're on my carrots. What am I going to do? I guess I'll just have to kind of peek around and make it up. Make up my carrots. I'm kind of a fat one here. Are you enjoying that? You enjoying that sitting there? Mm-hmm. I decided maybe I'll draw 2 over here and 1 on the other side. Draw 1 down. So I want room to write, right? I want room to journal and write about, you know, the when I plant them and stuff. When I plant them and harvest them and all that. So I want it to be like an actual garden journal. So I have to have a little bit of room. Yeah, exactly, Tina. Exactly. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do this. So I can still write and I can journal on top of this. So I can put all my notes. What am I going to do with you? You're in my way, baby. Let me get a little bit of yellow ochre, maybe. It's going to need to be a little darker, but we're gonna watercolor it first, and then we'll put in details with pencil. So I'm going to use those colors, and I need a sienna, probably one darker olive or a green, maybe a lighter green. I think that's probably the one I need. Those 2. And then I got a sienna in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There we go. There's I got a little sienna nub. A little sienna nub. Whoops. Come on. That one I just sharpened. That one's good. These 2. I really don't need all of these in here. Maybe just 2. I just threw them all in here. Okay. I probably need to stamp. Use my stamp. I got to change the date. Now that I know how to do it, push this down. I showed y'all about that last week. I never use one. Well, I say never. probably back in the office days, I used one of these kind of stamps, but I've been using these kind for so long where you just look at it and you just rotate the date, right? Well, they're all run out from 2020, I think 20, some might have 21. So I didn't have one with 22. So I'm sitting here changing the dates and I stamp and it was like way off. I was like, what am I doing wrong? And Hubster just took it, pushed this down, changed the date for me, and it was fine. So let's see. Today is let's go this way. There's the second. Let's see, there's the third, fourth. Today is the 7th. Okay. So, because the ink is inside. So I didn't know you had to hold this down to change it. Let me do a test. Yeah. I have to put a couple. There we go. March 7th. So anyway, I thought that was funny. I didn't know how to change a stamp. All right, so let's see. I can probably just use these colors. These are my little set from Daniel Smith. This set here that I saw on Buy Buns channel. Roxanne had these, and I said, "Oh, I like those colors, Roxanne." So I bought that set, and I just put them in its own little tray, its own little set. And I also put some in a little Altoid. So, all right, let's see here. Let's just get a water brush. And I need a Kleenex to clean my brush. Because these are just some quick little sketches. If you have any questions, put them in caps. Hi, Melissa. Did I miss Amy? Melissa Lester and Amy Lester. If y'all missed it, y'all weren't here. I got my drawing from Elrod, the original. I bought an original. I have a couple originals. So I got his Pippin, and I got this as a bonus. So if y'all don't follow Elrod or Edwin's channel to listen to the reading and drawing of Lord of the Rings. Okay. Are you moving on, baby? You're blocking my light. If you're going to either have to sit down, you're going to have to either sit down or get down because you're blocking Mama's light. You're blocking my light. All right, let's just test this out here. A little bit of yellow in there, maybe. A little bit lighter. There we go. That's a good carrot color. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, there's Elrod's Instagram. And you can buy his originals or prints. And there's Edwin's Middle Earth Story Time. What about your rabbit stamp? Oh, what a great idea, Brenda. I'm going to get that rabbit stamp out with the carrots. I'm going to do that. Oh, baby, you're blocking my light. It's a little dark over here. All right, so I'm just going to... Okay, there we go. Clean off my brush. And let's look at one of these olivey greens here. Maybe a little bit yellow in there. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out my bunny stamp. Okay, there we go. There's my watercoloring done. I'll dry that. And now when I turn on my, my heat tool, then Malibu will be gone. She will not like that. Here's some of the colors that I got here. This orange. You know, if you really wanted to keep track of your colors, you could write the name or the number next to the color. Or your watercolors. I mean, like I can put a little, clean my brush, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little swatch there. And a little more, a little swatch there. Maybe a little bit of the yellower color too. There we go. Okay. Let me find my rabbit. I know it's right over here because I have my hand carved ones right over here. Let me find my rabbit. There it is. My hand carved rabbit. Should I do it in black? Should I do it in a color? What do y'all think? Should I stamp it in a color or should I just stamp it in black ink? What do y'all think? My little rabbit trail rabbit. All right. You're gonna have to get down there. You're not gonna like the heat tool being on you. Okay, there we go. All right. Black. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Amy. Really should dry the back side too. And it's not going through. This paper is pretty good. This Lectern 1912 or whatever it's called. Look, it doesn't even bleed through. But I didn't do a lot of heavy, So, all right. So now, black, y'all said? Brown. Oh, brown. Oh, good idea. Yes. Sepia. Let's see, here's a kind of a lot of different browns here. There's a distress. I got maybe this one, just plain sepia. Then I also have coffee and rich cocoa, but I think that's sepia color. It's kind of like more of a brown fur color. Let me find a brush. Oh, let's get a brush. I haven't used the brown yet. I love these things with the handles and the caps. All right. Oh, I don't need this though. I just need to stamp it. I don't need the brush. I want to get it dirty. I want some brown on there. Okay, I'm happy now. There's brown on there. Okay. I am going to do a test with this first. Let me get a scrap paper up under here just to do a test. Make sure my stamp's clean enough to stamp because I don't clean these very often, so let's do a little test. Yeah, that's good. All righty. I like it. I think I'll do a light one too. There we go. Maybe it's kind of a third, real light. There we go. I like that better. All right, there's my rabbit. All right, now let's, again, I'm not doing these colors. I'm doing more of this color. I just wanted this shape. But, yeah, so I'm just going to go in here now and just do some penciling. Oh, let's see. Who else am I missing? The rabbit is just a shadow of his former self. Yeah, Rachel. But that's the kind of fun stuff to add on your journal, right? All right, so now let me get my pencils over here and see what I want to do. I want to just do just a little sketchy bits, maybe a little more orange on this one. I just want it kind of real sketchy and loose, not so much realistic. Well, I say, And then let's do make it kind of rounded. Maybe a couple little roots. Okay, and then a little bit of orange. No, I want lighter orange. Just some little sketchy stuff, because if I don't want to spend too much time on this, or I won't do all the pages, right? If I have to do a full-on watercolor painting just to indicate my vegetables that I'm growing, yeah, I'll just cut out a seed packet. I'll just cut the seed or the little, the little name tag thing and put that in here, which I might do that as well. I did that, I think it was last year in my garden one last year. All right, a little bit more shadow. So something like that. That's pretty much it. York Sparky. I love these pages. I'll have to come back later and see how you did from the beginning. Okay, well, I haven't really worked on these in the book. I just showed how all I've really done so far in this book is just glue my herbs in here with packing tape. And the only other page I've really done is a strawberry in this book. I got all my other books over here that we might go over to one of those and work out here. I did this lavender, but I haven't done anything really in them yet. So I just started the carrot page because I'm going to do all my vegetables as I grow them and information about them. And this is just my garden and herb book. That's all it's going to be in this one. Notes on gardening. And I have a few flowers. Hubster's usually in charge of the flowers, doing the bulbs and the flowers. Hubster likes doing the flowers. I like the vegetable garden and the herbs. Yeah, moldy herbs. If they get moldy, I'm going to take them out. And I'll just put some dried herbs from, dry them and put them in here. Because they're just stuck in there with a double-sided tape. Thank you, Devin. All right, so just something like that, maybe a little, I don't know, do I need a little bit? I think that's good. All right, so now let's go over here to the little stems. Something like that. Maybe a little more where they're growing out. There we go. There we go. There's my carrots. All right. Okay. Carrots and little rabbit. So that's kind of where I'm going. Then again, this is just ink, so I can just write over this. Now, this is waxy pencil. That's a little trickier to write over with my Sharpie pen. But, you can write over this ink real easily. I think if you press those dry, then tape them, they won't. Well, that's what I did. Oh, press them dried and then tape them? Yeah, Brenda, I'll have to try that too. So, yeah, again, they're just stuck in here with the double-sided tape that I can just peel these right off and just put dried ones down. But they're smashed between packing tape, front and back. It's not like I just taped it here. I mean, they are taped inside of 2 pieces of packing tape, right? It's in between 2 pieces of packing tape. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you informed on the mold. Should it so appear. So anyway, that's yeah. So then all this is going to be for my garden back here. But you can see, look, it's already getting a little chunky. And well, there's the book. And then here's my my gardening, the Farmer's Almanac garden here. So there you go. So it's going to get chunky. This is just some notes and some things I want to draw. I mean, write about, some little quotes from the Farmer's Almanac, that kind of thing. So there we go. There's the start for the, got some charms hanging on there for the garden journal, the garden and herb journal. All right, so now let's see what else we can do. Let's put this one away. I mean, this other one. Put my napkin journal back up. And again, if y'all missed it, I've got Barb's journal. I'm going to wait the rest of this week. So if there's any straggler notes and things for Barb's book, I'm not going to show it to you. I'll leave that to Barb if she wants to show it. But I did just do I wrapped the cover with this pretty turquoise and gold paper that I got, the Paper Source, and it's just wrapped. It's not even glued or attached or anything. It's just wrapped all the way around. And then I put a whole bunch of Art by Marlene's little characters all through it. And then I put a note at the very end here that the characters are by Art by Marlene, because they're all through the book. I put these like all through the book. And so I wanted Barb to know what those were. All right. Thank you, Lady Celtic Moon. Thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Carla. Hi, Lady True North Jan. Yeah, Lady True North Jan. I have all her dried herbs from Cadfael, my Cadfael book that she made me. So we'll see if how those herbs do. Oh, thank you, Tammy. And hi, by the way. And if y'all don't know, Tammy is she's a mod over at Keisha's Creations. And if someone wants to put in a link to Keisha's Creations, Keisha does the marketplace where she sells different people's gently used crafts and some of their little art cards and she sells all different kinds of crafts for other people at Keisha's Creations. And she just had her big one this last weekend, but she does it throughout, periodically. You just have to follow her to find out when she does these virtual marketplace. But Tammy is a mod over there, and they're really fun. Mary Altier, and there's a whole bunch of Painty Girl Lori, and they're really just fun, and it's just chill. But anyway, thank you for the super sticker, Tammy. Oh, Tammy. Punch, Tammy. And that's a joke over on Keisha. Keisha does punch cards. So it's like you can get punched, your card punched for doing different things, for participating, leaving comments, super chats, and things like that. You get your card punch. And once your card is full, you can save up to 4 cards and get gifts. I mean, you can get prizes for doing that. And so anyway, it's like everybody punches each other on Keisha's Creations. It's just fun. So thank you, Tammy, for the super sticker. Thank you, Lady Jan, for the bean juice and the seed packet fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. If y'all missed my garden, my herb garden that I did this last weekend. Let me get over here to my photo. So this is what it looks like close up. There it is. So my herb garden, it's like a portable herb garden, and you can, it's all the way around. So you can just turn the whole thing, or I'm going to move it over here more toward the sun. But if we get a frost or a freeze, I can just take this whole thing in the garage. So, it's a portable herb garden. I just love it. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Darlene, for the super. Thank you for the super sticker, guys. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tammy. Woohoo! That's what Keisha says on hers. Woohoo! And if you order anything or buy anything from Keisha's Creations marketplace, everything comes packed so nice and wrapped so nice. And isn't it, Tammy? Her stuff is so well packaged, and she just sends us once a month. So it's like a billing cycle is, well, I think it's every 2 weeks, but doesn't she just mail out like once a month, Tammy? Or is it every 2 weeks? I'm not sure. But so you got to wait a little bit to get it, but it's so worth it. So I have fun over there at Keisha's Marketplace. So yeah, the cafe cares. Oh, I like that. I got to write that down, Jan. It doesn't really need to go in the Wingnut book. I just need to. That's good. I like that. The Cadfael Carousel. I'm gonna write that you said that, Lady Jan. Of course, I know it's you because it's Cadfael. It's you and me are Cadfael. We're like this with the Cadfael. Thank you, Jan. Yeah, easy to move, Shelly. Exactly. Easy to move. So, okay. So, yeah, all the vendors are nice. They are. Like I said, y'all know Painty Girl Lori. I'm trying to think of who else y'all might know that sells over on Keisha's Creations. But yeah. So thank you, Tammy and Lady Jan and Darlene. Thank you guys. All right, so we did some carrots. So, what did I say I was going to do next? I forgot what I was going to do next. So this is just the whole seed catalog. They have just tons of awesome pictures in it, and to draw from or cut out and collage, either one. You know, I have another one that I've cut up and collage. This one I haven't cut into because I'm just using it for this. And also, I showed it earlier, Rachel, and I guess I'll go ahead and do this real quick so I don't forget. I'm going to go ahead and read out of this one. This is the one we're up in the 900s, but I also want to start in the one that Rachel sent us. So I'm going to go ahead. I haven't looked into this, so we'll see what kind of creativity in this little 1001 ways to creativity that Rachel sent. And this one came out in 2013. And the ISBN 978-178-212-2838. And she got it off of Thrift Books. So, but I'm sure you can get it other places too. So some of the topics here are: what is creativity? Finding the way, the creative heart, working creatively, the spirit of creativity, the guide, staying creative, and the creative smile. So those are the sections. And of course, we'll just start at the beginning. We'll start at the intro. And but let's go ahead and read out of the 1001 Ways to Be Creative. We're up in the 900s. Oh, did y'all get a bot? Let's see here. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, so maybe somebody already got it. Did somebody already get it? Because it's not letting me block him. Can somebody block this person for me? Whack-a-mole, whack-a-bot. It's like I'm not on. Do I need to go over to YouTube to do it? Are my mods asleep? Oh, thank you, Tina. Tina's already got it. Okay, thank you, Tina. Whack-a-mole. Yeah, thank you, Tina. You reported it. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. We're up to 908. And so I'm going to read out this, and I'm going to start in this one too. So she got this one. Thank you, Carla. So I'm going to start in this book by Rachel. Let me put Rachel's name in here. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel, Rachel Joan. Thank you, Rachel. All right, so let's go ahead and read. Now, again, I always say this every time I start reading any of these creative ideas. And speaking of creatives, as soon as I read this, I'll tell you all the book I ordered. Thank you for enabling Colleen and Kathy Berg. I will do that in a minute. Okay, so when I'm reading these out, if something else occurs to you, or you get a totally different idea from even what I'm reading, but something occurs to you, write that down in your Society of Idea notebook or just on a Post-it note, but write it down so you don't forget, because I can guarantee you will forget. So if some other idea occurs to you, write it down. Okay, 908. Make a jar terrarium with colored sand, mini shells, topsoil, and watercress seeds. Take a defunct object apart to see what it looks like inside. Weave a friendship bracelet. Make tissue paper roses. Draw what silence looks like. Start a new fad. Make a list of questions you'd like to know the answers to. That one is so, I can't recommend that one enough. And ask all the questions: the who, what, where, why, when, how, and as Mary says, why not? Write all those questions down and like tackle one topic or one subject and ask yourself all those questions. Maybe mind map it. Sculpt a block of ice carefully. Write a sequel to your favorite movie, or even just a note, like instead of having XYZ movie end this way, what if it just ended in just even in one sentence? Make one sentence of how you think that movie, if it ended a different way. Create a personalized lunch bag. Okay, so now I'm going to put our Post-it note back in there. So that one's out of our 1001 Ways to Be Creative, a little book of everyday inspiration by Barbara Ann Kipfer. And then now we're going to read out of 1000 Ways to Creativity. And this is let's see. Don't know who the author is. It's just Arcturus Publishing Limited. Arcturus, I can't even say it, Publishing. So I'm not sure if it's just a bunch of different things put together. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Let's see. Janice, good morning. J.L. Johnson, Janice. Who else? I know I'm probably missing people coming in. Oh, I do. We used to make those for like the high school, for like football palms, Yeah. I'm older than you, Tammy. I thought Tammy was so much younger than she is, but I won't calling no ages here. But you're younger than me, Tammy. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's read the introduction, and we'll read a couple of pages. And then maybe we'll work in one of my other little journals for a little bit. Introduction. Why is it that just when we most need to be creative, inspiration often deserts us? Is there some way to harness the imagination so that we can tap into it whenever we want to? If you find yourself asking this question, then 1001 Ways to Creativity is the book for you. Within its pages, you'll find tips, tricks, and inspirational examples to help unleash a stream of ideas whenever and wherever you really need them. Whether you are seeking to become more creative in the arts or in the workplace, or are yearning to develop more creative relationships with your loved ones, this book will show you how to turn stale, tired thinking into new, fresh concepts. Brimming with insights into the creative process, it's a guide that will help you to slip into a creative state of mind, show you how to harness your imagination, and above all, demonstrate how to transform the ideas you generate into reality. Forget the myth of the tortured genius waiting for the muse to visit. These days, creativity is too important to leave to chance alone. So I'm going to read a couple pages, but y'all all know my thing about it is creativity. 99% of creativity is in your butt. You sit down and you start doing something. You take lots of notes. You keep a Society of Idea Collector, some kind of notebook, sketchbook. You write things down. You keep lists. You make lists. You recombine lists. You mind map. Look in our Society of Idea Collector playlist. Look in the community tab. Pacola put together one of our list of things we did for about a month or two. But most of creativity you're going to find is it's going to find you working. I forgot who said that quote. I don't know if it was Picasso or who said that, but creativity will find you working. So you just got to stop thinking, oh, I'm not creative. I don't have an imagination. I can't draw. La, 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 la. Stop thinking that, saying that, and just sit down with a sketchbook, your pen, your pencil, and start making lists, doodles, recombining things, mind mapping, asking the questions who, what, where, when, why, how, why not, asking a question on one topic, and you will have ideas. You will have inspiration. I don't know where they're going with this, but I'm sure we'll get some ideas from this too. You get ideas from everywhere. When you're watching TV, when I'm watching the History Channel, if I'm watching something on whatever topic, I'm, doodling, drawing, taking notes. I always have Post-it notes next to me, and a pen by my bed. And of course I have them all over in the studio, but write down your ideas and don't think anything oh, that's dumb, I don't want to write, just keep a book where you can write your lists and your ideas and your mind maps and your questions, and you will not run out of ideas, but you will run out of ideas if you don't write them down. I can't stress that enough. Write it down. Okay, here we go. What is creativity? It is not something we can touch or capture, yet we all know what it is to feel creative. So what exactly is this mysterious force? And then here's some different quotes. Okay, so we're going to read a couple pages. Creativity is a combination of talent and hard work. Most people have enough talent, but underestimate how much work is required. Two little words can sum up creativity. What if? Creativity is not the finding of a thing, but the making something out of it after it's found. When curiosity is acted upon, it becomes creativity. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. That's where we're going to leave it now. I'm going to put my Post-it note in here for the next page. So we'll be finishing up this, and we'll kind of spot into this one as well, because this one will be done soon. So yeah, just look inside. There's all kinds of beautiful things in there. So yeah, but I mean, really, guys, you got to write it down, because even if you don't draw it, like if I didn't draw the carrot, I could still say, oh, I want to sketch a carrot. I want to watercolor it with my new watercolors, and I want to shade it with my color pencil, something. That's just what I just finished doing. So, but you got to write things down. And if you, a nature and herb journal, or, just anything, guys, you gotta write it down. Okay, so let me look around here, see what else I got. Trying to think of anything else that I forgot to show you guys. So I don't see anything. So I'm going to move this over with my garden journal. And let's pull out some of these, and I'll just go through some of these and see if we can stencil something or color something for a few minutes. I do have my little rabbit here still. So if you have any questions, if you want to see anything, show anything, talk about anything, let me know, and we'll do it. So these are just some of the different journals I'm working in, like my garden journal, but they're going to be more words. Oh, wait, before I get into that, y'all didn't remind me. Maybe you did and I didn't see it. Let me go over to it's supposed to be here today. Let me see. So I'm going to blame Colleen and Kathy Burke for this. It's out for delivery, but it probably won't get here before the end of the show. But they have this book, and they do prompts out of it. It's a prompt book. And it's called 250 Joyful Art Journaling Prompts, Book 1. I don't know if there's more than one book. I think this is the one that they have. And that's why I got it, because they look like they were having fun with it. So thank you, Colleen and Kathy Berg. And it's by Jules Tillman Amador. And and really, it's like one big word. They'll have, it's like 200 pages. The book's pretty thick. And they'll have the one big word on a page. And then off to the side, they'll have some more tips and things you could do with it. And I think they picked 3. I don't see either one of them here right now, but I think they picked 3 things out of the book. And depending on whose channel is, if it's on, because Colleen and Kathy stream together on Tuesdays at 10:30. I think it's 10:30 on Tuesdays and Fridays. They stream, and they're using flashcards, and they're picking 3 prompts. And then they're doing those 3 prompts on the flashcard. I think that's right. So thank you, Pacola. And Pacola's usually over there too at Kathy. And she's usually in the background on Kathy and Colleen's stream as well. So really, Pacola Helen does stream with them as well, as does Eileen, the enabler elf. The 4 of them kind of stream, and with Kathy and Colleen doing the art, and Eileen and Pacola in the background. Although if you've seen Pacola's room, she needs to be streaming. Just saying. They do pick 3, and and yes, they're done on flashcards. Okay, thanks, guys. So anyway, I don't know how I'm going to use it, but it looked fun, so we might try something out of it. But so I'm blaming Colleen and Kathy for this purchase. I'll show it. I'm going to get it today, so I'll show it on Wednesday. I don't know if we'll work out of it on Wednesday, but I'll show it. So, and if you want to see Kathy and Colleen working in this, then just go over to either one of their channels. And Pacola, if you want to put their links in, Kathy and Colleen's links in, you could go over to their channels and watch them working out of this book. They'll probably have it in the title of their videos, prompts or something like that. Yeah, he's there to boss them around. I know, right? Right, Julie? Yeah, and so she's, let's see, Pacola said they have a lot of fun with these prompts. So yeah, I'm totally blaming the purchase of that book on those 2. So, and I'm sure Pacola will put up the links in a minute. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, Pacola put the link to the book. And so I'm just going to kind of, anyway, in these books, I kind of have them a little bit different, but kind of the same. They're kind of the same how I'm working in them, but they're a little bit different. Like this one, I'm trying to do words and definitions, which I haven't worked in it as much as I'd like to, because I've been like working in the Art Nouveau book and just different ones. But I'm working in a little of them all at the same time. Okay, so here is Kathy Berg, Tuesday, 10 a.m. There's a link to her channel, and Colleen, the Scrap Chick, streams, and there's her link. So there's both their links right there. Thank you, Helen. So yeah, but be prepared with those 2. You will be enabled. Just saying, right, Pacola? You're going to get enabled over there. So if you don't like to see hauls and enabling, I warned you. So anyway, I'm just working in these sporadically. Like, look, I have room here for a word. Whatever word it is I want to do, then I have room to write. This one I'm going to do for joy. And so just different things. This one's seeds. Your thoughts are seeds. So I got little quotes and things going on with that. This, of course, pansies are me and my grandma's favorite flower together. So I don't know, maybe I'll do something about grandma there. I mean, these are not really, they're not like designated to the point like my garden and herb journals are designated. These are just more just traveler's fun, journaling, quotes, writing. Although this one I've kind of dedicated just to Art Nouveau. This one is kind of planet, space, and notes on that kind of thing. I got some stickers and things in this one. So I like working a little different things. And then when I really journal or keep any kind of real, I don't really keep diaries. I have a book I'll show you the book. I'll show you what's in it. But I have this book that I just try to write a quick note every day if something happened. So like this is my 2022. It's my pen holder. There's my ribbon. This is where I am. And I'll just write like I'm getting the floors done. Or, today I streamed and what did I stream? It's not like, then there's a couple of little, maybe a sticker or something, but not really decorative. But that's kind of where I keep that kind of stuff in. And then I have a faith journal, which is private. And I have different journals where I do writing. I have study books. I annotate books. I keep notes and comp books and things on different topics and subjects and archaeology and history. But, those wouldn't be interesting to you just to see a whole bunch of pages of writing. So, let's see. Let's see. Well, I like coloring the mushrooms. Yeah. And those, a lot of people are drawing and coloring mushrooms right now. I guess it's a popular motif right now. And I love the little stickers. I might I got room to draw one or, put it in maybe in the garden journal, something like that. Tina keeps a calendar on her cell phone. Yes. Yeah. I don't, if I have any appointments or anything like that, it's on a calendar on the side of my refrigerator, taped because it's stainless steel, so it doesn't stick. I just have it taped to the top of the refrigerator, and that's my calendar for keeping track of. Oh, the flooring people are going to be here tomorrow at X amount of time. That kind of thing. That's just on a kitchen calendar. Hubster, we all use that. So. I love book journals. There's for now talking about book journals. There's so many things, and I don't know if Julie Topaz said earlier if she's on the book review app. I think there's a guy they fixed our gutter. We had our gutter, one of our gutters, and some roof shingles blew off in the last storm, so we had those fixed last week. I wrote it down in that journal. And there was one little piece of a gutter that he didn't have the thing for. I think so if you hear any hammering out there, it's just some guy fixing my gutter. So, yeah, I think that they go in cycles, right? Different motifs go in cycles, and you see them on everything. And then you don't see them for a long time. Then they come back, So true, sister. All right, so I'll just do a little, chatty here. If something occurs to me to add something to it, then I will. But this one I have more for definitions and words. That's what I set it aside as. Will it stay that way? I don't know. Who knows? This one's hope, and then this one's coffee. I got the different categories of coffee, and I want to put coffee up here. Maybe I'll just stop real quick and just stamp out coffee, because that's how I like to work in these. If something occurs to me, I'll just stop and do it. It's like it's not like these aren't dated in the sense of I did this one on this date, because I don't. I work on them all simultaneously and sporadically. So let's just do a little. Let's get this color that I use for the rabbit. Do y'all want me to zoom in? When I'm watching people do stuff like this, I don't mind that it's a little farther away, because I like seeing what they're using. But maybe this is a little far. Let's see here. Let's zoom in one. So, and again, if you don't want the little edges of the stamps, you need to wipe that off before you stamp. I don't care. It gives to me, it's a little more character, but a lot of people don't like it like that. Oh, I didn't clean that one off. I don't even have a baby wipe out. Let me get something to kind of tap them off on. Because Janet will email me. Janet will email me. You're not cleaning your stamps. So anyway, this one was going to be on, I have different books on different things like the history of coffee, the Silk Route, trade routes, and just all kinds of things like that. And you know, those are the kind of things I like to write little information on. Just something like that. Yeah, I think I hear him climbing up on my roof out there. So if you hear some hammering, hopefully it won't be too bad. Oh, thank you. Yeah, be flexible, you know. And but also, and y'all know I've tried so many different things over the years. I mean, I've done jewelry making, I've done dimensional, like 3D, the little boxes. I've done, you know, a lot of different projects, a lot of different things over the years, and even way before I started streaming, which is going on 11 years. But if you really want to get good at something, you're going to have to spend some time at it. Like I got really good at calligraphy back in the 80s, and I did calligraphy for sale and commissions and things like that. Then I didn't, you know, when desktops came out and you could print out fonts, calligraphy kind of took a turn for the, nobody does it. And then it kind of made another resurgence, and, that goes away and it comes back. So, I'm not as good at calligraphy as I used to be. I can still do it, but I'm not as good at it as I used to be because I don't practice it anymore. Then I did ATCs and mail art and that kind of thing for years and years. And you got to kind of pick and choose. And of course, I've always done color pencils and commissions and animal drawings. And so I've always done those. But, I do enough of those still. You just don't see me do them because I don't do them on stream. I mean, I do some, but I don't do that many on stream because they're commissions for other people. Sometimes they let me post them on Facebook and social media. And y'all have seen my samples where I've done famous people and movie stars and stuff like that, just so you can kind of see the work. But, that's, I do that when I'm not streaming. And so, hi, Shelly. Yeah, I did. I repurposed it. Tina gave me a necklace. I turned it into a bracelet. But anyway, so if you really want to get good at something, whether it's drawing, sketching, watercolor, inking, like I try to do my Inktober. I do 30 days of inking every October. But that's, I do the occasional calligraphy. I have an occasional commission for a certificate or something like that, but not really much anymore as far as calligraphy goes. So, and I'm not an inker in the sense of like all my art's not inking. So the really only time I do any real serious inking, and sometimes that's not even that serious, is during Inktober, which is a month, 1 month a year, right? So anyway, hi, Jasper. So anyway, I just have this one's kind of words, and that's kind of what I want, words and definitions. This one I want to do acoustics and harmonics. So I have sound, resonate, echo, reverberate, frequency. There's a whole science on what sound can do, and that there's theories that people used to use sound to do a lot of things that we don't even know how they did things back in the day. And there's, studies and theories on how sound could have had a lot to do with it, and that how words really probably mean more than we think they mean. And so that's always fascinating to me too. I have some books on that. So, but anyway, There's my little frog, hand carved frog. I just put him on a piece of book paper and taped him in, and again stenciling. So, but none of this is planned out, really laid out. My whole idea behind this journal and these like it is to leave space for writing, note taking, quotes. Like this little thing. This was out of this little quote was out of the little calendar, the little Farmer's Almanac calendar. A harvest of peace is produced from a seed of contentment. This is just that paper I got at Paper Source. So some of them just have more things than others. And I this is my Xandra art page. And I did it like a mermaid tail because she's our mermaid. And so, yeah, I just do a little of everything. Here's the definition of an idea. If you don't know what to do in a book like this, then like the creativity books that I just read, we'll take some of those quotes or just look them up online. You don't have to buy the books. You can look up creativity quotes online and write them down, and then just do a decorative page like this and write those quotes down. Write the quotes down out of those books, which I probably will write some of them out of those books. I have them written down in other books, but then you have your commonplace books where you can use. I have notebooks for my Society of Idea Collectors. I have 3-ring binders and notebooks for ideas and quotes, and my commonplace book where you just put common everyday information down. You could make this into that. Yeah, it is, Rachel. But here's the thing. Let me click on that. The thing about it is, sitting here and watching me or anybody else talk about it is not going to do anybody any good if you don't write it down. So when an idea occurs to you, whether you get the idea to do a book like this or whatever we do here or at any other stream, prompts or lists or mind maps. If you don't write it down, I can almost say 100%. You are not going to remember, but maybe one thing out of 100. You get hundreds of ideas every day. Everybody does. They just don't think of them as ideas because they don't write them down. You just be so surprised if you just carry this around with you one day and just write down every idea that occurs to you. Regardless of what you're doing, you could be vacuuming or doing the dishes or watching the kids, and something's going to occur to you. Just stop real quick and just write it down a note, so you know. Right, and you will fill up a full-on Post-it note like this in one day. One day you'll fill this up. But most people don't. I don't have any ideas. I have no imagination, and then you won't. You've already just shot yourself in the foot and said, well, I don't have any creativity. I don't have any ideas. I don't have any imagination. If you say that, well, sorry. I don't know why you're here. You won't do anything with all the stuff we show you, which is what I like to try to do, is like to help people to, use your imagination, use your ideas, use whatever supplies you have, So you got to do it. You got to do it. Well, even if I tell you what to do, that's the thing. I do tell you guys a lot of stuff to do. But if you don't write it down, 3 days from now, you're not just, all right, think back. Think back last week. What did I tell y'all to do last week? Tell me some of the ideas that I told you last week. No one's going to remember unless you wrote it down. I can guarantee you, maybe Picola or Tina, because they put links in, might remember some of them. But if you don't write it down, you will not remember. I'm just saying. There you go. But yeah, it's like Edison. How many failures did he have before he figured out the light bulb? Thousands. So my point is I do tell you guys things as much as I tell y'all everything I know. If something comes up, it pops in my head, I let y'all know. I have no secrets. I don't have any hidden, I don't sell my classes. I just give it all to y'all for free. But if you don't write it down, it's like kind of pointless for me to tell you if you don't use it. All right, so I won't be fussing at you more. Look what I just found on my table. Look. Where Malibu was just sitting. It's a cat nest. Write that down. Cat nest. It's a whole story in there somewhere. But, anyway, I get my teacher voice on, and I'm not a teacher. I just share things with you guys. I'm an encourager. I like to encourage you to try things, research, look into things, take one topic. All right, let me just say, for instance, Julie, what's a topic just off the top of your head that you'd love to know more about? Some topic. Because Julie does it, so I know she won't have a hard time thinking of one thing. So I'm just putting Julie on the spot. Just think of one thing that you'd like to know something more about. It does, because I want to share it so that y'all can get ideas, because I want you guys to have ideas, but they won't stick with you without writing it down. You think you're going to remember, but you won't. You will not write it down if you don't write it down. So, but think of something like I love the idea of harmonics and sound and words and things, being able to do more than we think that they could do. And so I like to study that. Okay, so Iwo Jima. So she would like to know more about Iwo Jima. So I'm sure she's read history on it, because Julie is into history and wars and the vets, and she, does all that. So, and her family, and so she has a connection to those things. But, I'm sure she has, well, I don't want to speak for her, that she has a lot of information already collected. And so just think of how did it start? What happened? How did it get started? Why? What was behind it? Who was behind it? When did it happen? Those kind of things. You'd be surprised. Rachel Fogg. Rachel, with you, I never know if you're serious. Okay, so she saw a recent documentary and wants to learn more. Yeah. So whether you read online, whether you have audio books, check books out of the library, look things up online, which you got to be careful of that. Don't take all your research from just random websites. You can look at them, but do serious research if you're doing serious topics. So, okay. Well, you know what? That's funny, because I'll give you a perfect example. Like shoes, laces, and aglets. Is that what it's called? What are those little things called? Because Denise, this was so funny. Let me get a bigger Post-it note. This was so funny one time. Denise, we were talking about just different things, and she said, I wonder who it is that invented and puts those little, this I don't know why this pink one wants to flash out. That's so weird that this pink Post-it note wants to flash out. Who invented and put and actually puts on, I mean, I'm sure it's a machine, but we're talking about the little eyelets on tennis shoes. I don't know if that's what that's called. Yeah, right, Janet. Are they grommets or eyelets? Or are they aglets? It's always good to write down definitions too. Okay, so I showed that book. All right, then I've got this one is kind of fresh. I'm just kind of started this one for space and maybe some time questions. I've always loved science fiction. That was what my first my very first love of reading was probably biographies. Biographies of just whatever I could get a biography of. And then I started reading spy novels and science fiction. And that's really got me into the love of reading. And so I love time travel, book mysteries, things about book hunters and people that hunt down rare books. I've got tons of books on books. I've shown y'all some of those over the years too. I've shown y'all a lot of my books over the years. But anyway, so I think I'm going to use this one to do space and time. This one's going to be space and time. Knit one. Then, of course, I got my Art Nouveau book. I had no idea that had a name. Is that what it was? The little things, Helen? Did she say did Rachel say? Grommets and aglets. Okay. I know them as eyelets. You know, in the paper world and crafting world, eyelets. EYE, eyelets. But I guess that's also probably the real technical term, Rachel. See, you got it, and you got to write it down. And if you don't, I don't annotate fiction books, but if there's something in them I like or something I want to remember, I'll write it down on something else. But I annotate my nonfiction books. I write in them. I write in them, usually with pencil, but sometimes other things, but usually I'm writing with pencil. I don't usually, do a lot of highlighting. Because I want to write little tiny notes. I write real small, so I usually annotate in pencil. But yeah, I do a lot of note taking. Oh, the end of shoestrings. Okay, that's what the aglets are. That was what Denise said too. That as well, sister. The ends, the little wraps, the wraps of the shoestring. Is that what the aglets are? Okay, let's see. Rachel's last comment. All right, let me scroll back. Looking back. Where is it? Okay, so it's the end of the shoelaces. Okay, so the eyelets and the grommets are the little holes that the shoelaces come through, and the aglets. Okay, I gotta write that down. So let me draw some shoelaces here. I can't wait to tell that to Denise. I can't. This. I don't know why this bright pink flashes out. Aglets. Okay. I wrote that down. Thank you, Rachel. Sneaker trail. Yeah. Sneaker trail. And I notice that when I start talking like that, I can tell in my own voice, I start sounding real serious. And y'all got to do this, and you better do that. And I don't mean it that way. It's just that I want y'all to, have ideas and imagination and creativity. And I want y'all to, okay, I'll have to look that up, lady, Jan. I'm going to write that down. I'm writing that down. That's why I have so many Post-it notes everywhere. Okay, I wrote that down. So anyway, this one is just my Art Nouveau book. And I've got the Stamperia papers. I've used the books and just different things I've cut out. I've got stenciling and just some little gold leaves, just different things, just, and I could write quotes down from that time period, or, now this one's a little thicker, and I always say it because I want everybody to know, if you have a thicker journal like this, now this is the, what do you call it? The, bookmark there, but you see how flat, let me turn it over. See how flat it is? If you want to keep that flat spine on a thicker journal like this, you need to work some in the front, some in the back, some in the middle, some in the, because otherwise the spine's going to warp. So I'm really enjoying this one. I just am enjoying, whether I do anything else with it other than just this, maybe not, but I like doing it. It's just fun. You don't have to necessarily have a reason. You don't have to have some big purpose for every little piece of art you make. If you do ATCs or art cards, or, I did clean out my art card tray the other day. Let me see if I can. I'm just probably going to jiggle my camera. So I did clean out my art card trays. So I have these kind of got my size, my postcard size, then the 3x5, 3x4s, and then here's some blanks. So these are my art card tray that I did clean. I did clean all that out. My current ones, I should say. I have art cards for the ATCs that I don't make ATCs anymore. They're just too small. And I think so, Tina. It's just fun to do. See, I got some stamps, just little stickers. Some in different stages where I haven't really done anything yet. And here's what we did. And we've done probably the bulk of these in the Art Nouveau book. We probably did the bulk of these on a stream. There's my Job tape down there. So, start something like this. These are just those, you can get these little inexpensive, cheap little notebooks. You can get them in a pack of 3 at Hobby Lobby or probably Michael's too. 3 in a pack for $9, and then they go on sale for 50% off every 3rd week. So you can get 3 of them for like $5 and, work in them. Yeah, just for the joy of doing it, CB, exactly. Doesn't have to be anything, although it can be. All right, let's see. I got Tina and my daughter Annie both texting me. Oh, my gosh. They're so funny. They're so funny. All right, let me see what Tina said. Oh my gosh, Tina found a video on making aglets. Oh my gosh. You can put the link in if you want, Tina, to making aglets. So anyway, just different magazine, book images, papers, the Stamperia. I don't know if the Stamperia ones. And and stenciling kind of ties it all together. Here's my little pack of ones I've been using. Piece of ribbon there. These are just some of the little bits that I've been working out of. This doesn't need to go in here. It needs to go over here. So let's put this in the back. All right. But I'm just really enjoying this particular one at this time. Next week I might be liking to work in this one, and I am going to pull out a couple of my other small journals to show y'all other ways. This is kind of, I don't want to say my newest way of doing it, because a lot of people do these kind of negative space type of journals, and Job's journals he's the one that got me saying, I'm going to try some of those. Not that he does his like this, but leave a negative space and stuff and journaling on them and, that kind of thing. It's just a little different than how I normally do journaling, because I do a lot of collage, right? So, and then I got this one here. So, kind of the same type of thing, but there's just different little quotes and things in this one. And then this one has more nature again, kind of things, and kind of vintagey looking things in this one. So some of these are probably from Sister Woman Jana's, kits, left over from the kits. So I just work in different ones. But let me pull out some of my other ones that I haven't shown for a while. Some of the little Arteza ones. And I'll pull out a couple of these. Just show you. I think I've got 3 of these ongoing. Whoops. Uh-oh, there went one. Let's see. So it just depends on what I feel like doing at the moment. What's in this one? It just depends on what kind of journaling I want to do at the time. So let me back out. Because I'll work in some of these kind of sizes. A little flashed out there. I think I did something to my camera. Did you cut the book I sent you? No. Oh, wait. Which one was it, Brenda? Was it the like a Nat Geo type one? Which one was it? Tell me what the name of it, and I'll let you know. Because one I did and one I didn't. Let's see. One had plants in it. The plant one I didn't. The Nat Geo one I did cut up. I'm not sure which one it is. I have your name. I'd have your name in it, but let's see. Well, Shelley, that's why I do them so you can see how to do them, you know. If you just watch some of my videos, because I do a lot of these on stream. The Vintage Nouveau. No, I don't think I've cut that one up yet. The Vintage Nouveau. Oh, wait. Oh, this one. I think you're talking about. This one? Is this the one you're talking about? Do I have your name in here, Brenda? Oh, I don't have your name in it. I should. I usually keep the names in. Is this the one you're talking about? I'm not sure. But this kind of thing I would keep because of the clip art. Yeah. Let me put your name in it, Brenda. No, I'll keep this for a reference in drawing these images. So this one won't get cut up. But let me put your name in it. Yes. I had to think I'm going to put your name in the back here. Because these are kind of be like to draw. So if I want to draw in my Art Nouveau book, then I would pull this out. I have it sitting right there next to my Clint calendars and books. And my Stamperia papers. Got it sitting right next to me. So I'll show you these kinds. So we have this type, okay? So we have this type of journaling, art journals. And then I have these this size, I should say. Let me pull a couple of these down. There are different ones that are in different stages. Let's see. I won't pull them all. I'll just pull a few. So these are more the skinnier traveler's notebook inserts. And there's names for each of this. Is this the Midori size? I don't remember. See, then this is I forget the A. I don't remember. I just don't remember the names of them all, guys, because it doesn't matter to me. It just depends what I feel like working in. But these are the skinny, the regular Midori size, right ones. And then these that I'm working in now are just wider. But they're the same height. See, they're the same height, but they're just, these are the thinner ones. So let's see here. So these have different stages as well. These and these are kind of the similar. It's just different sizes. So like, so I'll start with different collages, and then I'll add a lot of painting and scribbling, and then painting out of, and turning these into little stories and little worlds. This one hasn't got very far in. I haven't got very far in this one, other than the backgrounds on this particular one. This one's kind of finished. So there's more painting going on. In these that I'm working in now, there's no paint. There's inking, There's inking with the stencils, but there's no paint in these. I made it a point that there's going to be no paint. This is all just stenciling words and gluing things in. These are more my style, if you will, of collage with the paint. Let me turn this light down. Got a little flashed out. I think because I'm going from dark to light to dark. Okay. So this is kind of more done, but they start like this. You think, people see this and think, oh, I love that collage. Well, did you see it when it started like this? You know what I mean? They start out like this. And then I turn them into more. This is like another stage up. Then this is another stage up. This is like in between. This one just doesn't have that much done in it. So some of these other ones have more. This one was more of a faith one. This is more of a faith journaling one. And then I did edge all the edges with gold. It's hard to tell, but they were all edged at one time with gold. But this has more like some faith themes to them. And again, are they done? I don't know. I could keep working in them, I suppose. But and I could write things in them too. I don't know why the little geese are in there, but I liked them, so they're probably going on that page. But there's a little bit more faith themed stuff going on in this one. Again, not a lot of writing in it yet, but maybe at some point, just so you can see. And then I got a couple of Francis Bacon quotes. I love Francis Bacon quotes. There's one there. Here's another one. I love this one. Imagination was given to man to compensate him for what he is not, a sense of humor to console him for what he is. And these days, it looks like people like to get rid of the sense of humor, don't they? So anyway, I like this one. This one's kind of done. So that's just a little kind of faith one. This one is kind of my napkins. Let me get it so they're not really stuck. It sounds like they're stuck, but this one I think I did with napkins. And so we got different types of progress done. Here's the Jane Davenport ones. So these are in different stages as well. Jane Davenport, and these are just random napkins. And so it's kind of plain in this one. Another Jane Davenport with some Posca paint around it. And then let's see, what's this one? Oh, this one I punched holes all through. So you have little windows, little peekaboos. So it just looks cool when you do it one way or the other, and you can see a little. And again, they're not finished painting. They're in rough stages, but they're in different stages. Like this one. I just like the little window look. So I can continue to work in this at some point. I just pick them up at random. I pick them up at random. Like these ones that I'm showing you now. I have probably about 8 of them all total that I worked in for like year before last, I think. And so I just worked in these for a year. Just worked in these, constantly picking them up in between our other projects. And, we have our abandoned books. We have our altered books. Here's one that's done. We have our abandoned books, our altered books. We do art cards. We just do a little everything. And then this one, what's in this one? This one's got a little bit more done in it, I think. So, and then just, some days I'm in a bright color mood. Some days I'm in more in the vintagey mood. Just to, I really like this one, just like it is. Do I ever want to do something else to it? Maybe. This one you can see is not done. See how it's kind of painty like? It needs to be kind of blendy. But the stories are just kind of coming around. And these kind of books are good. And I didn't even bring out my desk journals and these could be considered a desk journal as well. When you have leftover pieces of collage, leftover paint that you want to scrape in and just keep, you should always have something on your desk where you can just glue in your leftovers and scrape in your leftover paint. And then you can always go back and work in it more. I've got, 10 other big, the big leather journals. I did those one a year for about 6 years, I think, 7 years, where I just would glue in random pieces of leftover. And I kept about one a year. It was before these. These ones. I'll just grab off the shelf up here. I know a lot of y'all that have been around here forever have seen these gazillions of times. But again, if y'all didn't write it down, you probably have forgot. But I would get these leather journals at Barnes & Noble, and they cost like $40. Yeah, maybe more now. But I'd buy one a year. So I have, 6 or 7, 8 of them. I'm not sure. But I would keep them on my desk and just put in leftover. This one's from 2012, and just leftover bits and of collage or scraping in paint that I had left over. And then sometimes I'd go back and work in them, and sometimes nothing. But I have a place to put leftovers and scrapey paints. And again, these were some of my first, I think it goes back to 2008 maybe or 9. But these are some of my first desk journals where I kept journals specifically on my desk just for putting in scrapes, paints, splatters, leftovers, stencils I'd use stencils and there was still ink on it, so I'd smash them in here. You like the little holes, Terry? Yeah, I know. See, doesn't it inspire you to start a journal? You can even just use a composition book. I got a lot of those too. Just comp books. But I would keep one of these on my desk for about a year, and then I'd get me a new one every year. And so if you think of it just like one a year, but but because they're kind of expensive, people go, oh, I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. Well, then don't get one of these. Get one of these like Arteza ones that are, $10 or whatever, instead of something like this. There's a napkin there, so you could hear it go, shh. That's because of a napkin. Let me see. I'm going to kind of move this over here so I can kind of prop it up. So, so I have napkins will make that sound. They're not really hurting the page, but the napkins make a Velcro sound because of the napkin texture. So I just got some that has more done than others. Just bend it and they kind of come apart if you have napkins. So my whirling dervishes. So some has more painted than others, but they get really chunky. These do. And look at the spine. Bless its little heart. Same for this. And I've got a whole stack of these, but I won't go through all of them, but just so you can kind of see some. This one is from 2011. This one's from 2011. Again, napkins. So anyway, so I have a lot of these. And then these, I think I started a couple of years ago. These two sizes. This one's got more done in it, and then the small one like this. And it's kind of the same thing. And yeah, ASMR. Yeah. These are kind of the same thing, except I might do some extra painting. Like I painted this little guy. I love lemurs. And it's just got some lettering, it's just a hodgepodge. And you know, these are more just, if I could call anything a glue book that I do, then these would probably be more glue book, but I do paint in them. So there's painting on all of them, but they're just in different stages. What is it, baby? I hear you. This one's got it. So you see, and then I think that was a sticker, and I painted it in. Let me prop that up because we're kind of far away. There we go. It's a little better. Another message is out for delivery. Okay. Well, I'll probably go to the post office, if not today, tomorrow, Dot. So I'm giving everybody the rest of this week. So thank you, Dot. So you can see I just do little doodles, little Posca paint, little, you know, just regular paint, little Posca doodles, stickers. Like these are stickers. And when I do these kind of stickers, I usually end up painting around them. I haven't done so with these, but like there. See, I started painting the background into the sticker to get rid of the sticker. So they're just different little, you know, they can be little stories in my own head. And you could see something totally different if you look at it. Something else might spark your imagination. And I just like gluing and painting and collaging. So that's what these are right here. Different little, there's a page there. So this is kind of how it would start. These were just some little tulips that I glued down. Then I drew a little guy there and made it look like he's like real tiny with giant tulips. Another planet, another world, stars and stuff could be going on in this one. So they start like, it's kind of like this. They kind of start like this, and then you just start painting around and in and doodling and not being afraid to work on it. You know, it's just paint and paper, you know, and the sketchbooks are under $10 and there's a lot in them. So you can have lots of playtime, right? Some scrapbook papers that I haven't painted in yet. So they're just at different stages. And I flip through these over the years, you know. But every now and then, I'll just give another flip to inspire. Yeah, thank you, Patricia. See, it's inspiring, right? You know, it is. To me, I love seeing people's journals and sketchbooks and ideas, and half of them aren't even done. But it keeps your hand in. Look, there's a paint test right there. So this is one of those little Arteza ones, and I got two of the larger ones. These I think are 8.5 by 8.5. And these are some of them are a little further done. This book's a little further done than this one. But let me move that because that's going to be a shadow. So you can kind of see. These are just those little, Tim Holtz, or one of them, you know, little people. I just gave these little people a whole story and a whole world. And you can see where it's torn edges. Those haven't been painted in yet. So I'll paint these in, extend this out, just like I do my other collages, in my Delusions books, collage books, or my big posters. It's kind of all the same thing. You know, you just start with some things. And color too. If you stick with like 3 colors, 3 main colors, your page is going to be cohesive. And that goes for color books, you know, something like this kind of journal. If you have like, if you stick with like 3 main colors, it's going to look cohesive at the end. I want a sticker. Okay, bye, Cassie. Thank you for stopping in. So again, just all kinds of little things going on. Painting, scribbling, and then some of this can be either smeared in, painted in, left like it is. But you see all these torn edges? That's where I've laid things down to make a landscape. And then they'll get painted in. I'll paint it in. Did I say that 3 times? I'll paint it in. And then again, if it's got a sticker edge, if I don't cut that off before I stick it down, I'll paint that out. I'll paint out all sticker edges. At the end of the day, they will get painted out like this. I think this was a sticker. I'm not sure if I cut that though or painted it. So Tina noted. But you see how the colors, if you just look at when I'm flipping through these, look at the colors. There's like 3 main colors and maybe some little additional colors, but you can clearly see main colors. And then if you just keep working with those, you're going to have a cohesive page. Did I mention that, Tina? You're going to have a cohesive page if you stick with the 3 colors. You see, like you look at this, you see red, yellow, and blue. You know, you see pink and yellow, you know, and black. It just kind of stands out. And again, you see that sienna and green and black. You know, purple and blue, yellow, greens, and red. Is there an echo? CP, there must be an echo. And again, then this one, I just wanted to, I painted the lemur in, you know, because I like lemurs. So I just painted him with, and I just use craft paint, you know. And the other thing too, is when you're working on a page like this and you have a bunch of stuff going on, you got stickers, you got cutouts, you got magazine images that are texturing, you got paint, you got scrapbook paper. Don't be afraid when you start working on it and you start to paint things out. Like I'm seeing an arch here, so that means I'd probably paint all this away. See? Don't be afraid to paint over things or just completely get rid of something if it doesn't work for you. You know, don't be afraid just to get rid of it. Just paint over it. I really like this one. And again, I got that little quail there that I'm going to want to paint around, get rid of the sticker image. But I really like this one. I like the colors and a little story behind it. So they're just all different stages, and it's just fun. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one, I think, has got a couple more finished pages, but it's not as many, I don't think. So this one's coming along. This one I considered done. This one I considered done. So it's got a lot going on, but it's got a lot of symbology and meaning and story behind it. This one's well on its way. Same for this one and this one. These are less further along. Some of them aren't even glued down yet. Look, They're just glue sticked down. And if you're not sure how you want to tell a story or do something, and you have some leftover something and you're building something up, then just tack it down with some glue stick until you can decide. And as long as you don't put too much, you can pick it back up and move things around a little bit. Or there's also repositionable glue. There's repositionable glue as well. Who's that? Is that you again, Tina? Tina's sending me some more stuff. Is it your new refrigerator, Tina? Just tease. Tina got a new refrigerator. Marie Troll. Oh, nice, Tina. I like that. She's working on this Marie Troll page. Look at that. Good job, Tina. She hasn't posted, I'm sure, because she wants to finish it before she does. I like the colors. Look at that. I like it. So, and again, I see a whole story going on really nice in this one. Well, really, I can see a story in all of them. But, so many stories, so little time. You're welcome, Brenda. It's been a while since I flipped through these. I say maybe 6 months or longer. That's not that long to me. I mean, I could flip through them, every month, but people would say, I saw that already. Why are you showing that again? But I really like this guy, too, with his little story. So these don't have near as much painted. They've just got a lot of collage in them so far that I'll build on and paint. But look at this, guys. Scrapbook paper, magazine images, another different focal image. And then now I just have to paint it all together. Thank you, Rachel. I just have to paint it in and make the story cohesive. See, I started painting here. And some of them, look, not even glued down yet. These are some of the Catherine Anderson doors. See, I'm going to like to work on that one of these days again. All the blue. Love this one too. And this one, another Catherine Anderson door. I just painted this octopus sticker and just made him come in here, and she's in the little door there. It got her. I just painted that around her, so that's fun. I think that might be all. Oh, I got a couple more starters and nothing really back here much. So yeah, so those are just some of the different sizes that I work on. And then I also work on the Dylusion size, which is the 8.5 by 11 size. And then I work on the abandoned book size, the abandoned books. I'll just pull one of those. So the Dylusions ones, and then I'm going to go because it's almost 12. The Dylusions ones, they're pretty bad. They're pretty beat up because I've really worked these for a long time. I have 3 of these that are faux. I've painted a faux leather on. So this is just one of them. But I have 3 different ones like this. These are the Dylusions ones, 8.5 by 11. And this is the same book, except I've painted and collaged and varnished the cover of this one. But again, all different stages of things in here. Some are further. I just drew a little biker pug one day. And they're all in different stages as well. Some I use color book images. This is not Creative Haven. This is a Creative Haven color book, these giraffes. But let me tell you, and I did show this that somebody sent me. I still don't know who sent me this one over the weekend. And what I was saying about using some of these images and cutting them out and using them in your art journal, here's an example of that. But don't cut it out and glue it on and then pencil it, because you're going to pick up texture if you do that. Color them, cut them out, and then use them as an image on your journals. Because if you don't, you're going to, every time you go to color, you're going to be picking up any kind of paint texture or any, you know, it'll be like a rubbing, you know, like you do a rubbing. That's what's going to happen. So you want to make sure you color them and then cut them out and use them in your journals. So these are all in different stages as well. They're just the same kind of thing I just showed you, but bigger. Here's a girl that I haven't even glued down. She's from a color book page that I want to put on this page. So again, color book page, different stages, color book page. I think this one has a lot of color book pages. So in different stages. There's my little pirate girl from a color book. Some stencil leftover stencil ink. Another color book page. This one has some stickles on there. They're just all different, but a lot of color book pages in here. So if you don't know what to do with some of your color book pages and you really like them, work them into your art journal. This one's done. This is my steampunk couple, 2015. So I got the little time portal right here. And then here's my steampunk couple. But then look, you can also just paint right over them. After you glue them in, color them, cut them out, glue them in, then you can add paint and stuff over them to make them look like part of the scene, right? I know I'm probably missing a lot of comments. Sorry, guys. Just different stencils and different images. I love this just like it is. I say that every time I flip to this. I just love everything about this. This one I don't usually put in my art journals, 3-dimensional stuff, but Colleen sent me some little tags and coffee things, so I did put a dimensional in here. But I usually don't put dimensionals in my books. Usually very flat. Steampunk girl, color book page. Just different. They're all in different stages, and I don't mind that. I just don't mind them being in different stages. You know, color book girl, frog, steampunk frog. So yeah. And then this one's going to have less. This one probably won't have any color book pages. This is all going to be just collage from scratch. So these start just with a blank page, and I build it up. Now these do take time. I'm not going to lie. These take some time, and you have to think, because this book, most of them are from 2016. Although I'm sure I've worked in it a couple of times since then. Because if someone goes, well, how do you do songs like this one? This was a sample page. I think we did this one last year just to show how to maybe make, I don't even remember. Was it how to make what are you doing, baby? Jumped up behind me. A mist going through the scene. Here's one, the different stages. See, look, there are different stages of layouts. And so this one doesn't, I should have pulled one of the other ones. It has more in it, but let me find another. Here's another one that's done. We did this one in 2020. So we did this one 2 years ago, well, a year and a half. So I really like this one. And then there's this one. This one's been, and I like to varnish them when I know they're completely done. I varnish them, but once you varnish these, usually there's no going back. You can't add on to it really, not successfully. So if you varnish the page, like this one's not varnished yet, so there's no shine. This one is varnished. This one's from 2016. And then there's this one. This one's from 2016. I really like this one, and it's varnished as well. So when I'm completely done, I do varnish them. Thank you, Dar. So just different stages. This one took me a minute. This was 2016. A lot going on in this one. So anyway, and then the covers. I did do the covers on this one and varnish the covers. But anyway, I'm going to go, guys. It's 12 o'clock. Hubster's going to be home wanting lunch. Cats are beating into my legs. Come feed me. So I hope y'all did enjoy doing a little bit in my garden journal and seeing some journals that I haven't pulled out in a while. But I have hundreds. If y'all want to see more, I've got plenty. Thank you, Tammy. There you go. And don't forget, guys, I will leave a link to Comic Book Hut tonight at 7 Eastern. He's going to announce his project that he's gonna put out, and that will be, he's going to announce that tonight on his channel, the Comic Book Hut. I will put a link in the description as soon as I shut this video down. And so try to stop by. I think he does have, you have to subscribe to comment turned on his videos. Keep out the trolls and stuff. So yeah, but at least go check it out and see what he's working on. And we like to support fellow creatives. So thank you, Debbie Bruce. And like Janet will say, see y'all in about an hour. Where'd she go? There she is. So Janet comes on at 1. There's her channel name right there. I don't know if she decided what she's going to do. But, yeah, thanks, Fernando. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good day. And again, I plan on being here Wednesday. They're doing the floors tomorrow. As long as they finish, they're supposed to finish tomorrow. But if I'm not here Wednesday, then that's why. It's because they're still working on the floors. So, but all right, guys. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you over at Janet's and the Comic Book Hut tonight at 7 Eastern. All right, guys. Bye.